What is up, everybody? Rajay back in the house on a Friday night, and don't really have an agenda for this evening. Just decided to throw up a live, and a few people may be joining me as well here, but not really much else happening. It is the first weekend in November. The weather outside isn't all that great. Not really going anywhere. It's kind of cold, kind of miserable after a day of rain here. So I'm like, you know what? It's kind of one of those days to sit back, have a few drinks, and why not do a live stream? So here I am, and thank you all for tuning in and spending some of your Friday evening with me here. Shout out to you guys already in the chat. Got Simo in the house. Cheers, my friend. Great to see you. Hope all is well over there across the pond. And we got Donna in the house as well. Cheers. And welcome. And I just figured get on here, have a couple drinks, see what's going on in your guys' Friday night, kick back for a bit, talk about what you may want to talk about, if anything is out there in the drinking world or outside the drinking world, either anything else that you might want to partake in a conversation on, whether it's maybe some of the things I've done more recently that your take on stuff. I know a few people had their own take on some of the things with the children in the brewery and some of the stuff there. But just kind of kicking back and relaxing. So, hey, we got our first guest for the evening. So, got John in the house. Ginger Yeti, what's going on, my friend? And a happy Friday to you, my fellow Ohio brother.
Happy Friday to you as well, my friend. Got my, don't know if you can see it very well, my Rod J glass I'm about to pour beer into.
Look at that. It comes prepared, too. Are you rocking a Fretboard shirt over there? Representing
yes,
Cincinnati as well? Look at you. John's coming in for all the sponsorships tonight.
I know it's hard to see, but this is a 60cc beanie from 60cc Brewing out of Toledo.
Nice.
Hopefully they survive. I saw recently that they might close down because one of the owners has cancer, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Did you tell me about that one, I think? Was that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
And the kids didn't want to do anything with the brewery, so.
Right.
Yeah. Well, brewing's not for everyone, I guess, but sad situation. Hopefully he does get a buyer there that can actually pick up for him.
Right, or figure something out.
Yeah. Jimmy in the house. What is up, my friend? It's been a while. Cuff and Stuff barbecue. You guys like to grill? You want to barbecue? You know, we're 3 weeks out from Thanksgiving. Check out Jimmy. I bet Jimmy's got something where he did the what do you call it? The outside with the frying of the turkey when they put the turkey in the
deep fried turkey.
I bet Jimmy's done a video on deep frying turkey. So, and a lot of good stuff happening there. Dee Dee in the house. Look at this blast from the past. We're getting all kinds of people coming in on Friday night. I guess it's kind of shitty weather everywhere, or people may be stranded. Maybe people at the airports right now just, hey, Rod's on. I got nothing else to do here. Let's go ahead and watch here because I got nowhere to go right now until the plane takes off. And hopefully tomorrow you're in good shape as well.
I was going to say, I have to fly out in about 10 hours.
They're telling people to call, make sure, or they're sending messages, hey, your flight's been delayed or canceled. So it could be a little crazy next few weeks as we head into Thanksgiving. So
yeah, I already saw that they're offering like free flight vouchers and things to change your flights or to get yourself rebooked however you can.
Yeah.
So at least the airlines aren't trying to ding you for more money if you get your flight canceled or delayed.
Yeah, a lot of them are doing the refund stuff that I saw as well. Delta was doing it. I think American, United. I think there was another one possibly too. All your big ones for the most part. I don't know if you're going to get it back from Spirit. I'm just saying, Spirit might be like, we can't give it back to you. We can give you a credit. We give you credit like the White Castle in your town, but we can't give you money back.
Yeah, they're not going to refund you that $10.
No. We'll give you a certificate. We'll give you a gift certificate to Popeyes. There you go.
Exactly.
We got Dave in the house. Dave, it's been a minute, my friend. Outside,
I know, man.
We chat, but
what's up, Dave?
Together. What's up, brother? Down there, brother? What's going
Trying
on?
to get some cool weather.
Yeah, what's your guys' weather down there right now?
Let's see. Today it was in the mid 60s in the morning, 80s, mid 80s in the afternoon. But next week we're supposed to be down in the 30s, believe it or not.
Oh, y'all not ready for that.
No, I am, but nobody else is.
I guess Brian's not going to visit. Well, Brian, he's a minus too cold, right? Brian's more if it's too hot or.
Oh, Brian can't stand the cold.
He's the other way. Brian loves the heat, but he hates the cold.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like in Atlanta. Like he said, it's like in the 40s right now. So
yeah, that's right. He was kind of bundled up when we were all in Niagara. Like, dude, it's like it's not even that cold. You're bundled up under here under blankets.
Yeah, Shane said it was hot when we were in Niagara. I'm like, this is not hot, bro. You need to come. He comes in February down where I live.
Yeah,
and I said you need to come during the summer because you're gonna think otherwise.
Yeah. Jimmy says we have 17 smoked turkeys to do. See, I told you, Jimmy, he got this thing going
17?
on 17? Yeah, if y'all ever check out Stuff
family.
Barbecue, you got to check him out. I mean, he put some great stuff together. Inside, outside, grilling out. He does stuff in as well, air fryers and all kinds of things.
Oh, yeah, I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah, great channel. JT in the house. Cheers, my friend. Great to see you representing Chi-Town. And there's Simo again. We got the UK, so now we're fully international.
What's up, Simo?
DD 70s today, great golfing. Next week, cold as shit, no golfing. Yeah, you'd be like that. You're going to your bear season. You'll be hibernating, DD, since you can't golf now. So you'll just start shutting it down.
Come on down to Florida. You can golf all year.
I'm flying down to Knoxville in the morning, and by I think Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's supposed to be in the 20s and 30s. I thought it was going to be nice down there.
Wow, that's cold.
Yeah.
One of the craziest stories I saw from today from the planes is one lady had to get out to Utah. And I can't remember where she was at, what airport, and her flight got canceled. So then she's like a nurse or a doctor. She had to be back for medical stuff. So she's like, well, I'll rent a car. She couldn't get any cars. She literally ended up renting a U-Haul to drive back to Utah. I mean, those things go slow as shit. I mean, that's like almost worse than getting on a Greyhound at that point, you know.
That's some Home Alone stuff right there, man.
Yeah, that's plane, trains, and automobiles if you ever seen it, right?
Well, right after the pandemic, when things started opening up again, because all those rental places had sold off all their inventory to try to stay afloat, when I would fly down to Knoxville, I'd have to rent a U-Haul because to rent a car it'd be like $500-600 for 2 days. A U-Haul would be $150.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's cheaper. Sometimes it's just cheaper to rent a U-Haul.
Yeah. Throw some people in the back and cut the price even down more.
Well, they do have trucks and vans and sprinters too, so I'm just renting a pickup truck.
Oh,
which makes it a little easier.
Maybe that's what she did then, because I was just envisioning her going down to U-Haul with an empty cargo load, just like trying to get back to Utah. That would just suck. But Middle Fruit in the house. What is up, Paul? Now we got Canada. We are going international tonight, folks. So we got international. We got Canada. We got England. And cheers, my friend. It's been a while. Great to see you. Hopefully everything's well on your end. And Anderson, you're a borderline Viking. You can handle a little cold, mate.
I love the cold.
Yeah.
It's really got to be cold for me not to wear shorts.
I'm sure car rental companies, some of them, let's face it, capitalism shows its ugly face when people are in need a lot of the time. And I'm sure there's some gouging going on. There's some of these people not getting their stuff. I know there's been some eviction stuff happening. Like people haven't got paid for over a month, and now you're like threatening to kick them out. It's just, it's kind of crazy on some aspect of stuff that you see.
The American way, man.
Yeah. Well, I went to pay. I paid one of my credit cards, Best Buy. I went to go do it, and I actually saw on their site where they had. I know we said Best Buy when I typed it earlier, but Best Buy, and they put a thing up there. If you got like affected by this, let us know. We'll work with you. So that was pretty cool on them. So kudos to them. Made me think of maybe using them even more when I do stuff. I don't see other companies.
Best Buy, huh?
Yeah,
I need a new camera.
That's what I got. We got a new TV. They in Ohio, and this, John. They have the no tax thing, whatever they have during the summer before people go back to school. I don't know if they do anything in Florida today too, because you guys don't have state tax anyway. But
Florida does it.
Yeah.
Right before school.
but you get it on everything. It's not just school stuff. So like electronics and stuff. So I got like a new TV for the living room at the time. And then it's like, oh, you can just do this like 6 months, same as cash or whatever. And I could have just paid the whole thing, or you could just pay however you want to do it. And so, yeah, but it was like a nice thing to see that they actually are cutting breaks for people in there as well. Because you don't see a lot of times when credit card companies are like, we'll give you a break and help you out as well. So a lot of people need help.
I think some of these credit card companies and things realize like it's probably going to be easier for them to get their money if they help you out instead of just hammering you with interest and late fees and penalties and screwing you over. Because then a lot of people just be like, "Oh, F it, I'm not going to pay this."
Yeah, no kidding.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas if they try to work with you, you're a little more inclined to, okay, now I'm getting my paycheck again. I'll start knocking this down, give them their money.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way to actually do it. But we've had the thing earlier we were talking about in our chat that we have in the group thing. And Ray had mentioned about like when they were doing stuff in the pandemic. I said, in Canada, in America, they were taking people's houses if you couldn't pay your mortgage. So,
like I said, that's the American way.
And thank you for that compliment, Jimmy. I appreciate that. I'm just one guy sharing my beer story. These guys are sharing their beer stories. If you haven't checked out Dave's TV, you haven't checked out Ginger Yeti, check them out. Oh, I didn't put our things up there. That's what I was missing.
What's everybody drinking tonight, man?
I'm about to crack mine open in a second. Go ahead.
I'm drinking. I don't even know where it's from. I bought it at some local brewery a while ago. Let There Be Light Pale Ale.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
It's from some Ohio brewery. And it's actually a little old, but still pretty good. 8th Day from 8th Day Brewing. I picked it up over the summer. This was sitting in the back of the fridge. Figured I might as well drink it now before it gets any more old. And it still tastes pretty fresh.
You just like stumbled across it at one of the spots, or?
I bought it when I went out to some breweries back, I believe in July. I did a review of it on my channel somewhere, but I had to buy a 4-pack, and so I had one left still. Okay. Now I'm drinking it, and it's still just as good as it was when I bought it.
Yeah, you can be surprised on some of the beer stuff how long they can, if it's kept in good shape and everything, how long it could possibly last for you. So,
I mean, this is a pale ale, so I'm kind of surprised it still doesn't have any age on it.
Yeah. Well, I had, and I'm going to actually drink their beer here in a second. I got a review upcoming on this one, but I just recently did the Scott Brewing interview, so I'm going to have their hazy IPA. They had sent 2 of these out, one for review, one to kick back and enjoy. But like we were talking about the one I did on the show, which that review just went up today. I never thought I'd have a beer that had the beets, the carrots, what did I say was in that thing earlier? So the one I just did up there, the Vapor Stew, I put on the channel. It was basically their sour, but it was done with beets, carrots, ginger, and can't remember what the other ingredient was. And if you'd have told me like years ago I was going to drink that beer and actually enjoy that beer, when I can't even stand to eat it as food, I would have been like, you're out of your mind. But
dude,
it was a solid beer. And that's the whole beer thing. It's like,
back in the Mick Ultra days, I'd have said you was crazy.
Right. And it's like I said on there, like, it's almost like coconut. I hate coconut usually, but you put in the beer, I'll do a coconut stout. With
dude,
no problem.
Growing up, I hated coconut. I love coconut now.
Yeti down.
Send backup. Send some backup.
Technical difficulties here.
It happens, man.
Oh, shoot. And what are you about to crack open there, Dave?
I just did the review today. It comes out Thanksgiving Day from the Piner. It's Black Magic Hour Pumpkin Spice Stout. And it is really good for the Piner. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not bad.
So did you get one of the free Piner things, or?
Yeah, actually from Big B's Beer Reviews, he gave me that golden ticket.
Okay.
And I got that one for free. And the neat thing about the Piner, you can pause your subscription whenever you want. So if I got like 2 more sitting in there waiting to be brewed, and I had to, you pause it, and they'll pause it for like 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
And then it's not bad. It's got some pretty decent beers. I mean, for a homemade beer, So,
yeah.
Big B does a lot of those.
Yeah, this is like my third or fourth one I think I've brewed. I got 2 more. I got the Iron Maiden one in there, and one called Ghost Ship. I think it's like a IPA or a pale ale or something like that.
Okay.
It seems like they're pretty easy to use. I haven't tried one yet.
Yeah, dude. All you do is like when I get done,
no.
like when I get done with this stout, I'll wash it out, and then you fill it back up with water. You put the cleaning solution there, shake it up for however long, pour it out, and you go back to pouring the water back in. You don't have to clean it out again. Pour the mixture in there, let it sit in your room or wherever for however many days. Then you put it in the fridge for however many days. It's a lot easier than Mr. Beer. I will say that.
So, we all start out with Mr. Beer. So,
oh, yeah. But I mean, is it like top notch beer? No, but I mean, it's definitely something you could take. You could pull it out of the fridge, take it to a location, and you get like 12 pints out of it. So,
okay.
And then hang out with your buddies. It's not bad.
Not bad. That's good.
Yeah.
And not like you're overstocking for too much, like you can't drink it all. Like that's one of the reasons what I used to do when I started out doing the Mr. Beer thing. I didn't want to get the whole 5-gallon thing because it was just me. I'm like, I'm not going to drink all this, all the stuff. So having that one was a smaller size. But then after I started doing it, people were like, "Hey, you going to make some more beer and bring it?" Because I could have got the 5-gallon size. And
shit.
I had a bunch of people that would have been able to take it off my hands for me. So
it lasts once you crack it open. I mean, it lasts. Geez. I think a good 30 days.
Mm.
So, I mean, it's 12 pints, so you can drink 12 pints in 30 days.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That should
was Mr. Beer the one that
should be a title, 12 pints in 30 days. But go ahead.
Was Mr. Beer the one that came with like the plastic bottles at one time, or was that a different kind?
Yeah. Oh, you had to buy them. Yeah. That's separate, of course.
That was separate. Yeah, you get like the plastic barrel, which looked like a big root beer type thing, and it was a good one. Yeah. I mean, there's actually a lot of like brew. I forgot. I don't think it wasn't like one of the Stone guys. It was some of the other ones out west. Like they started with Mr. Brew they talked about, and then ended up going and having one of the
long time to brew.
Well, it depends what you were doing. You could have some beer turn around in a couple of weeks or so. But I did one in there, and it was a 3 month.
Oh shit!
Because I did it like and then it'd be like a 12.5% ABV. It was a big boy I was going for.
Oh yeah,
stuff in there, and it came out great actually. But it was just like that. I'm not always the most patient person. At 3 months in beer, oh my god, that's
when you go buy some beer to put in your fridge and then drink it until it's ready.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to go out and buy beer till that beer is ready. But
yeah, the pinter is like maybe 3 weeks, maybe tops. Mm-hmm. So. And it's crazy. Some of them have hops, like when it's sitting. Make sure I don't pull my computer off. There you go. Sits in this thing. So you let it sit there, and at the top, if it has hops, it's a liquid hop. Mm-hmm. And you unscrew the top and just screw it in there, and it punctures the aluminum foil, and it just pours in there. Then you take it out, put the cap back on, let it sit however much longer it is, and then whenever it's time to go in the fridge, you can put it in the fridge, and it sits for like another week, 7 days or something like that. And then boom, you're ready.
Nice.
This is the first stout that I've done, though. It's actually pretty decent.
It's crazy to think that some of these big-time brewers probably started out on like a Mr. Beer kit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has.
I just don't have the knowledge to, like, they got all these big stainless steel backs, and I don't know how they do all that. I've watched them in my local brewery, and I'm like, damn, how does that work? But every time I get with the owner to try to do a video, he's busy, so it's kind of hard. What do you got going on there, man?
He's got like a bunch of stuff happening. Like
he's just trying to show off those trophies, man.
Yeah, this just doesn't want to stay on here tonight. Lots of technical difficulties. I got to find a better setup when I get back home.
I hope none of our people got vertigo with the screen shaking like that.
They're laying on a couch like, please don't move. Please don't move.
I was watching Raj's live stream and I started puking for some reason. I think it's just shaking in the screen. Yeah. Like, thanks, John.
It's like it's attached to this beveled edge and it doesn't want to stay very well.
Yeah. Let me see here. Did have some comments coming in, so I didn't get to that. One hard seat in the in the U-Haul. Like I said, I think maybe it was the van or the truck, like John mentioned, because if she had to get an actual truck, that would be to drive across country to Utah. I know she was coming somewhere from either east or central. Either way, that's a long ride, and I would not want to do that.
I rode with 2 other people in the cab of a U-Haul box truck from basically halfway through Oregon all the way to Salt Lake City, then all the way up to Denver. It wasn't fun.
Wow.
Well, Ryan,
you should buy some beer, man. That'd be a heck of a beer run right there, man. Just chill out in the back.
Ryan said he went from Denver to Cincinnati in a U-Haul. Absolute torture. Yeah. I remember when I was in 6th grade, we moved out to Columbus, Ohio for a bit for New Jersey. We had to take it wasn't a U-Haul, it was a rider then, but we took the rider out, and the rider ran out of gas on the way. The gas dial was broken in the thing, so we didn't even know it was low on gas.
Of course it was. That would be my luck.
We're sitting on the side of the highway, and they had to get like a thing come out to get gas, whatever. It's like, that's crazy.
And this thing has got great gas mileage. It's been on full for 3 hours now.
Yeah. Oh, Cincy Light and Lime right now. There you go. So I'm trying to think. I you know what I did to Cincy Light? That's from Rhine Guys. But I didn't do a review on it. I had it like when I came back to Cincinnati. I only got like a can of it, one of the stovepipe cans. I need to get some of that.
Never had it
on there. Right, yeah, it's like the new thing, just like a lot of these breweries coming out with light beers as people's attitudes are changing. So Rhine Guys came out with their light here. Very similar to Cincy Light Lime, very similar. I mean, not gonna be that much of a difference in like the garage beer lime, but
I was gonna say that's the one I reviewed. I've reviewed that one.
Yeah, but that started here too. That started in Northern Kentucky at Braxton. They're the ones that came out with a garage beer. They sold it off to its own little thing. So I had the garage beer before it was really the garage beer. But if you look on the garage beer can, it'll say based off of Braxton in Northern Kentucky. So, but yeah, it's nice. It's light. It was light and crisp. I remember that from having it. Hopefully, Carolina having Hopfly Carolina Crushed Wheat Ale unfiltered. Last one, damn. Oh, okay. It's always sad when you got one you really like and you get to that last can for sure. So, JT's having a half-acre Fartar cold weather lager. Very nice as well. All right. So now we bring the international. We bring the international exposure to the stage even now. So now we even got.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah. What's happening, Ray? Great to see you.
What's going on with you guys?
Living the dream.
Drinking some beers.
Drinking some beers, having a good time, talking with everybody.
Beers.
And good to see you have a night off again. So I know it's been rough.
Yeah, it's about damn time.
Friday night, I should say.
Yeah. Hey, as the Yeti knows, this industry is tricky.
Yes.
You got to go where the work is, right? So.
Yeah. You guys working with that music industry on bits. So yeah.
It's about as crazy as in the law enforcement industry.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh my God. and I'm in a middle school of all places. So yeah. It's like the rock and roll industry.
That's because you have the Florida man lore down there. Everybody's like,
oh yeah,
Florida man.
Uh-oh, there we go again. I gotta figure out a solution for that camera.
Where's it going?
So, Rod, have you tried the Kentucky Cold Snap Lager?
Ginger down. I have not. I actually do want to try that because you got to really make a good. You got to make a good beer if that's the only beer you're going to do.
Yeah, it's actually it's a light lager, or it pretty much tasted like that to me. And Shane just reviewed it because I sent him one. It's actually pretty good for a craft lager. I mean, it's pretty good.
Let me mute Ginger for a second here because he's having all kinds of things happening.
Funny, I've got a craft lager that I'm trying as well.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
I saw this. I've never tried it, and I was like, "Oh, Bellwoods does nice beers, so let's see how they do a craft lager."
Nice. Yeah, I've actually got, because when Shane came down earlier this year, I got one of them up, which was that Smash beer, but I've got a couple other recorded from Cayman Kettle, and then I got a few other that I'm trying to get through too that he gave me. So I'm like trying to get these beers out and reviewed and stuff like that. But I did like the Smash one and the other ones from the Cayman Kettle. I have one that's a red ale. I'm looking forward to doing that one as well that he brought down.
Nice.
But it's tough to get all these beers and stuff. I mean, because
Right?
Dude, I got a ton in the fridge. I still got to review.
You got to moderate it. Like I'm seeing people right now that have been doing channels for years that are stepping back and having to not do stuff for a bit because the health is catching up with them. So that's why I tell people, make sure you're moderating, you're under control, and you're not running any issues and stuff. So
I've limited mine to just the weekend, like doing my reviews on the weekend. Yeah. I don't drink anything from Monday through Thursday, pretty much.
Pretty much, I'm the same way. And that's why I get a lot of the beers that I buy now are usually beers I can cellar. So I get a lot of stouts and porters and the bigger beers, a lot of the Belgian stuff where I'm not going to have to jump right into them. Because I'll get like 3 or 4, like I said, this IPA that I'm drinking now, courtesy of Scott, thank you very much, that I'll have that, or I have a couple that I'll pick up here and there that I want to give a try to. But most of the time, it's going to be bigger beers I can just hold on to and just do them when I want to do them and not have to rush into them. So,
yeah, I just took my wife to Tampa for her Moffat visit, and I stopped by Total Wine. I had to pick me up some stouts and barrel-aged ales. And
yeah, always keep an eye on Total Wine now.
Oh, I was checking the dates.
Yeah, they're notorious about having old beer on their shelves. And
my son bought some for me, and I looked at it, and it said March of 2024, and it was like a year and a half old. Yeah. I was like, it actually was still pretty decent. They're like ABC. They're the same way.
Yeah.
You have to watch out for dates.
Yeah, yeah.
But my problem is I don't have the distribution in my area. So I have to go to places like that to get, or, from you guys, send me stuff or whatnot. But it is what it is. Maybe one day when I retire, I'm going to open up a bottle shop here in my neck of the woods.
There you go.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. What's up? Mark's in the house. At least 3 of your 5 a day. 3 of my 5 a day. Trooper and Ghost Ship, both great beers. Have to admit, not a massive fan of the Pinter.
Yeah, it's just something to have at the house,
Yeah, I think Kevin from Strike's Homebrewing was kind of interested. I don't think he's not a huge fan. He does a lot of the homebrewing stuff too, but
well, the neat thing about the Pinter, you can use tap water, and it doesn't. To me, it doesn't affect the taste. I thought it would, but it doesn't. But like I said, they're not over the top beers, but I mean, they're definitely reviewable and drinkable.
See, Mark says that's a 2-day session, 12.
Nice.
See, Mark. Okay, so now again, I think, Mark, I'm thinking, are you over in Europe? Because I'm thinking you guys do session, but your session are not the sessions like we do here in the States.
No. I don't think they do that in Canada either, do they, Ray?
I mean, like, you don't do like the 3.5 type beers and stuff like that. Here, it's like we'll have like a 5 or 6 and consider it a session.
Yep.
I brewed a Pinter myself, but found it very sweet and syrupy. Can it depend on what you're doing, though, for which flavor? That might come into play, possibly.
I think the first one I did was a British, I want to say a British bitter. It wasn't like that, but this one, I really hadn't had any that were syrupy or sweet. This one's a pumpkin and spice one, and it's not sweet. It's got a little bit of sweetness, but not over the top or anything like that.
Okay.
Depends on what you get, I guess. I mean, they've got all kind of. They got Brewdog.
Yeah.
I mean, they're based out of Europe, so.
I guess too. I mean, you have the recipe, but can you alter the recipe? Because that might come into play as well too. I don't know if you can.
I mean, basically, they send you put the water into the level. They send you this box that's got a pouch. And you cut it open, you pour it in there. It's all that real syrupy looking and then they give you the yeast. You put the yeast in there, and the hops. If it does have hops, it comes in later, like after like a week or so. So, but like I said, it's not like, beer that's going to be over the top. It's just something you could take to a get together and, drink some beers with your friends. I mean, it's not going to be, definitely drinkable. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Mark said, furthest I've been in my truck in the UK was Leeds to Cornwall, 7 hours. Makes the UK look ditty to America. Yeah. 7 hours might even get you out of Texas, depending on where you start.
Yeah. Dude, you drive Florida from north or south to north, that's like 20 hours.
Yeah. Oh, I know. When I was in college, we drove from Morgantown, West Virginia, down to Fort Lauderdale. There's a good little run through Florida. It took some time for sure.
My goodness.
Oh my God.
Yeah, when I went to the get together this year, getting out of Florida, it was a feat, man. It was like, holy crap. It was God. When I got to Georgia, it's nothing, dude.
Now you go
an hour.
You can go right through Georgia for sure.
There he is.
Yeah, I'll bring him back up here.
Right. See how long that lasts.
Yeah, Kroger is 16 ounce, Cincy Light Lime, $1.50 each. Yeah, you get the $1.50 for the can, but also at Kroger, we'll get like the 2 zombie ice stovepipes for $6. So
yeah, I gotta look around here and see if they got that Cincy Light.
Yeah. But our Kroger, like I went in at Kroger last weekend, and it's just I just get a kick out of being back in Ohio because for those of you that are watching, know Kroger's like one of our grocery store chains. But in Ohio, we can serve beer in the grocery store. So in Kroger, especially in Ohio, like where I'm at, they have beer taps and they have stuff set up in the grocery store. And you go in there, and it's not even people shopping. It's just literally people sitting at the bar watching a football game, and they got
husbands waiting on their wives
that does it. And it's like, and I just found out like a few weeks back, we had to make your own 6-packs, but you may not want a 6-pack. You can get one out of the cooler and take it over to the guy at the bar, and you just pay for that one can. And so then they put it in glass for you. So I'm like, I didn't even know you could even do that. So I'm just like,
they have a few places like that in Florida and down South Florida.
Yeah,
that you can do that.
But surprisingly, we don't have a Kroger.
They also have music. You go in there on a Sunday, and there's a guy like sitting there doing like Neil Diamond or whatever, like whatever they're playing their music. It's not like they can't go in there and rock out, right? And they can't go crazy, but you get like some R&B, you get maybe some jazz, maybe some bluegrass, whatever that artist is performing. So they get in there sitting there playing the music next to the bar. And they get done the song, people applaud and all that kind of stuff. Like, what the hell did I just walk into, right? But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to actually see them actually do that. So, yeah, you come to Ohio, you have to find out some great stuff. And then I just recently found out, like 2 minutes from my house, one of the BP craft beer store inside of the BP. Over 500 craft beers they have in there. And I was talking to the guy.
BP gas station?
Yeah, BP gas station. He's like,
my God, I wish my BPs had that.
He said, you don't see anything that you want, let me know, and I can work to get it for you and stuff. So we talked for a bit. I gave one of my cards and everything like that. And it's just I did that old video like earlier this year. Like if you're in Ohio and you see a sign that says craft beer at a gas station, you got to go in. Because you would be amazed at what you may find.
I have one like that. It's not that extensive, but I have one in my town that I grew up in. I drove by and I saw craft beer. So they have a couple of coolers that you open up and the guy told me, he goes, dude, if you want something that you don't see, let me know and I'll make it happen. I'm like, okay.
Just to show you what I got there last time, because I was all over the place trying to find this. This was at our BP station.
No
way. Oh, no way.
Pecan.
No way.
Rum barrel aged. Yeah. So I got a 4-pack of that when I was shocked.
You had that one yet?
Which is that Orval? Well, oh no, that's dark. Oh yeah, I've had that one. That's the Dark Oblivion or whatever from
the Imperial Stout.
Yeah, that's good too. Their barrel aged quad is really good as well. But that's just like at a BP gas station. Like it's just oh yeah, left hand. That's yeah. I need to get.
Now here's an interesting one that I found about. I've never heard of it.
Let me just say, what Dave's doing, what I'm doing, it's kind of cool when you have your beer fridge right next to you.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Blue Point burnt lager or toasted lager.
Oh, toasted
From Blue
lager is
Point?
good from Blue Point. Yeah, yeah. Some people knock them now because they're under AB and Bev, but I think they still do okay.
Oh yeah, I love having my fridge right here. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rod, it's wild. We don't have a Kroger anywhere near me in Cleveland.
So who's your main grocer up there then?
Giant Eagle.
Oh, okay. But you got beer in Giant Eagle, right?
Yeah.
But did they have
Yeah.
like, bars and stuff that they set up like in there or?
Not really.
Okay.
Not like
Yeah,
that.
we
It's
only
not the
have
ones
like
I've been
Winn
to.
Dixie and Publix and Aldi.
Okay. Yeah, we have Aldi here. We can get some beer stuff there. Although they don't have like a cooler section. In Ohio, they do the beer and the wine. The Kentucky side, you can just find. I don't think you can find beer on the Kentucky side. Yeah, you can. On the Kentucky side, you can do beer but no wine. So all the different.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. There's no Kroger anywhere close to me at all. I mean, I got to go, I think, to Columbus or Toledo or those areas to get to a Kroger.
Let's see.
I wonder if they found it wasn't as profitable enough or whatever for their market. It's hard to believe that since they're based out of Cincinnati. You would think they'd be all over Ohio.
Well, White Castle's based out of Columbus, and we have no White Castles anywhere near Cleveland. So,
Oh, wow. Okay. We do have the White Castles here, too. Yeah.
there's White Castle in Las Vegas, but there's no White Castle in Cleveland.
I don't know how some guys pull it off with her, but apparently White Castle's pretty popular on Valentine's Day. Like, people take their significant others there. Like, you can actually get reservations for it. So it's kind of like, I feel like if you're older, maybe like you met there when you were like young kids or something like that. So maybe it's sentimental. Or for your young kids, you don't have much money to go anywhere. I don't know who goes on there in between. like who else is getting away with going to White Castle for a date? So
Yeah, Florida has no Kroger like physical locations in Florida.
yeah, your Publix for the main part, I think. And Publix is, I think Kroger owns Publix, and they have a regional under a regional. I think that's where they have them. Like
They have a decent craft beer, not a lot, but I mean I'll sporadically find some local stuff through there that I can't get my hands on, but I think that's where I got that Blue Point from was Publix.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty actually I do know that Kroger owns them because when we were in Maryland and I was going to it wasn't Publix, it was another one of their stores they had there. I was able to use my card from my old Kroger card, but it was also Publix was one of the companies I was also. They're all part of like the same group, I guess, like Kroger owns. But yeah, but we had Giant Eagle that was in Maryland too. So
yeah, I'd never heard of them.
Yeah, but they don't serve any beer in Maryland. You have to go to the actual store there.
We have like your typical like Costco, Sam's.
Yeah,
well, Giant Eagle's based out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So it makes sense it'd be in Maryland.
Now on the East Coast, up like where like Joe, the Beer Patrol, and then down to Jersey, I know Wegmans gets a lot of good reputation there for having good stuff for beer in their stores. A lot of people like hitting that.
I've never been in a Wegmans.
Yeah, they're supposed to be pretty good at that stuff. Ray, you're kind of quiet over there, my friend.
I know. I was just about to say that.
I'm just listening and enjoying the fact that I'm not doing anything. There's no loud music in my face.
I did fly by or find some flying monkeys in Florida.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
which ones
they
you
had,
find?
the Sparkle Monkey. Is it the
Sparkle Puff? Sparkle Puff.
There you go.
Yeah.
The one I went into Tampa a few months ago, they had that and a couple of others. And I don't know what my dumbass was thinking, but I was so excited when I saw flying, because I'm a big fan of flying monkeys. And I grabbed them, and it was two of them were the ones I already had. Why I didn't.
That's the worst.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I liked them. But
I was hoping Dave was going to say
others.
I was hoping Dave was going to say I grabbed a big can of juicy ass. That's what I was hoping he was going to say.
they had that one there. Kane provided me some juicy ass.
That is a personal favorite. Love me some juicy ass.
I like juicy ass too. Got it up there somewhere because I'm collecting the cans.
Right.
Oh, there it is. Juicy ass. Yeah. Love me some.
It's hard not to find the juicy ass there.
Yeah.
It sticks out.
My wife didn't understand that one, but okay.
That's probably okay.
It's a beer joke.
As long as it was her ass, I guess. So.
Oh, but Mark said, yeah. So Mark is over the UK, over there in Leeds as well. You know, I learned more about some of the different UK cities by watching actually the Premier League. I'm actually picking up some of the different areas over the last few years. Kind of knew, about, UK and Europe and stuff, but just kind of seeing the different teams and learning the different regions and stuff, which I always said, if I ever go to a major soccer game, it has to be like in the UK because they look like they're having the greatest time at the game and the chants and the music and the partying and all that kind of
They
stuff.
probably have great beer there.
Yeah. I'm sure they do.
That are like ours, it's Bud Light and Mick Ultra.
Well, they got their big macros over there too. So,
oh yeah.
But always enjoy watching that if they have a blast on those. Simo said it tastes like Lancashire, but worse. But I've got to feel that's like not a great taste in beer. And I think he's talking about the pinter when he had it. So. Yeah. But Mark knew what he was talking about. So.
Apparently.
Hey, anytime you want to send me some hey, I'm down with it, brother. Send me some good stuff.
About every supermarket in the UK sells alcohol. Yeah, I see a lot of the guys over there. They talk about the stuff they get from some of the stores, from the guys that we know in the beer community. Just the deals the things they find in there. Like I think they always call them like supermarket beer, so they're getting it from the supermarket. So
yeah, I remember when I was in the Marines back in the early to mid '90s. When I went to Pennsylvania with my buddy, they didn't sell beer or anything like that in a grocery store. You had to go to a package store, and his dad owned one. That's where I got introduced to Yuengling because they didn't sell that in Florida back then.
Okay.
And dude, that was like the best tasting beer to me ever. Because I was used to like, Budweiser, Busch, Miller, stuff like that. But then when I was home, it was probably late '90s, early 2000s. I saw Yuengling truck in Florida, and I almost passed out because that was the best tasting beer to me, back then.
Yeah,
was
Yeah, those PA beer laws were ridiculous back then. Those PA beer laws were ridiculous back then. You could only buy cases of beer. And you had to buy them from a package store. But if you wanted like a 6-pack, you had to go to a bar that was selling off-premise to buy a 6-pack.
I looked at my buddy and I'm like, what kind of laws do you have here, man? I can go into a grocery store in Florida and buy whatever I want, beer-wise,
Yeah. Well, the different beer laws is funny. I still get a lot of people that tune into like the Coors beer review I did from years ago, but you always think back to like Smoking the Bandit because that's the first time I really got exposed to Coors because that's the beer that they were bootlegging to take from Texas to Florida was the Coors. And when they go to pick up the beer, they literally got to break into a place that's like just this outdoor outlet. Like you couldn't go into a store. Like it was just like that's how it was back then. You used to like walk into a distributor to buy beer back in like the 70s and early 80s in some areas. It's just kind of crazy when you think about it now.
Yeah, I know in my county, on Sundays you couldn't buy beer or any kind of alcohol until after 1:00.
Yeah,
crazy. And then they actually changed the law now because I'd go in a grocery store, it'd be like 11:00, and I'm like, damn, I can't buy beer for the game. And you had to go the day before because you had to wait till 1:00. Well, most games where I live start at 1:00.
Yeah,
the NFL. So it's like shit.
Well, here in the Kentucky side. Depends on the county. Some you can't buy till 1:00 still. I think it's like Boone County, you can't get it. Campbell, I think you can't, but I think in Kenton you can buy before 1. So it just depends on what county you're in. But like Todd in Indiana, they just got Sunday sales. I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh my goodness!
Up until that point, they couldn't even buy on Sunday. And they have a weird thing there too. Like if you go to a gas station, you can buy beer, but the beer can't be like in the cooler or whatever.
What?
It's kind of
right. So afraid you're going to drink it.
Pretty much, I guess. It's a weird type thing. Like, so some of these people that run these state laws, it's amazing sometimes the things they actually have you do.
But then you can come to Ohio and you don't even have to get out of your car. You just go through the drive-thru and pick up your beers.
I got a drive-thru right down the street from here. You just pull in there, you tell the guy what you want from the shelves, and they'll get it for it. I haven't gone to it, but I've seen people use it.
The local gas station right by my house I go to all the time, they have like 4 different flavors of like alcoholic slushy mixed drink things. You just get a big glass of it.
It's a 7-Eleven adult Slurpee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. And it's just behind the counter. They pour you out one, hand you in a cup, and away you go. Like anybody that's buying that is absolutely drinking that while they're driving home or wherever they're going.
It's like when that last brewery we went to just outside of Greenville. It's called Silos, and I wish I'd have done a beer review there, but I was so done. Chase took us he did a great job, but man, for my old ass, it was just too many breweries because I got one more in than everybody else did because I went a day early like a dumbass. But it was a really neat brewery, and I got an adult slushy because I figured that would make beer was just killing me, and that was like the best tasting slushy I'd had in forever, man. It was a real mellow. It wasn't like strong. You could taste alcohol, but it wasn't like killing you or anything. So that was. I would love to go back to that because the silos were like you could look up. I got video of it. It was just like forever. You looked up and the silo just kept going. Man, it was like crazy. Really neat brewery.
That's cool. I was bummed out to miss that trip, but when I saw the agenda, I was like, "Holy crap, man!" I thought Shane and I crammed a bunch in when you guys were all up here in Niagara. But
me and Shane and Brian were like, "Dude, when we got to Sierra Nevada, my stomach was done. I did like a light Mexican beer review there, and that was it. I couldn't do it, man. And that was the brewery I wanted to go to." And I'm like,
this is what happens when you put the millennial in charge,
right? Actually, speaking of Sierra Nevada, one of you guys posted about, I don't know if it was a lager or a pale ale or something. I got to try and jump over the ditch and see if I can get some because everybody was raving about it. I think it might have been a light beer or something from them, but I'm not sure what it was.
Was it the pills?
Some kind of a light Mexican.
It was the pills. Yeah,
somebody did do the pills. Yeah, somebody did
the pills in that. It was like that little tiny can.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was a good beer, but it was a good beer, but for $2 for an 8-ounce can, it's a little pricey.
Right.
Oh wow, it's $2 for like the little 8-ounce can. Yeah.
An 8-ounce Pilsner for $2.
Yeah, that was obviously a really. It was like the Taj Mahal of breweries, the way they had it set up, the way it looked, the big old gates, stone columns where the gate was connected to. It was like it was massive.
Yeah.
And it was like I couldn't enjoy it because I was so done.
That's crazy.
Well, speaking of Sierra Nevada,
like, damn you, Chase, because he had me doing like 4 or 5 barrel-aged beer reviews the night before. Son of a bitch.
A lot of people are stocking up on Celebration right now. Speaking of Sierra Nevada, I haven't picked it up for this year. I don't know if I'm gonna. I like to always find different beers, but Celebration is one of those beers that's really good to have.
I think I've done that. I think I've reviewed that one before. I think
just a nice beer to have around. So I don't know if I'm going to pick it up or not, but people are grabbing it like crazy. And
I don't think I've seen that yet.
It should be out as it came out and everything. You should be seeing a Great Lake Christmas where you're at because that's out now too.
I was at a bar on Halloween and they had it on draft already.
Yeah, that's already been. I had the 12 Dogs of Christmas on draft last week, so just over a week ago. That is always a good beer from Thirsty Dog.
Oh yeah.
Mark said, "Let it come to America again." Went to Santa Monica in 2013. My partner's work all paid for. Very nice. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. You come over, we'll definitely tell you where to go to, whatever state you're in, and probably get you set up for the beers for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned Taj Mahal when I was away a little road trip a couple weeks ago. No, seriously.
No. I was reading Sam's thing. He's just like I was reading his thing there real quick.
I rolled up to this place here. I clicked it into the share there, Rod, so you guys can take a look at it. Rolled up to this place and I was like, damn.
Now, where was this place at?
This is in Collingwood, Ontario. So it's about a 2.5-hour drive from my place. It's called Side Launch Brewing Company. They had 22 bright tanks. in there.
Oh wow.
It's a massive production facility. It's like absolutely insane. The amount of beer that was in there. Whoa,
Yeah.
stop. That's not. Hey guys, take that go away.
Yeah.
I was trying to read the menu.
Well, at least it wasn't OnlyFans popped up there. So.
No, it's so funny. They had that was Collingwood Brewing, that last video there that popped up, and they had an open mic happening. So of course, my wife being my wife, she's like, "Oh, who plays guitar? Can I get up?" So
yeah.
But no, I was going to show you all this picture of that I sent to Paul while I was there. I was like, "Dude, I bought us some beer." Here it is here. So
let me see.
he's like, "Dude, I bought some beer for us. I'll bring it home." And then I sent him this photo.
Oh, nice.
So you got room, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. His garage, my garage, his basement, my basement, the laundry room. So
They'll fit in the back of the car.
exactly.
So like the time I was at Mad Tree and went on a tour with them, and I was behind all their cans and all kind of stuff in there. Just tons of stuff they had. And
I might have to find another beer. Got a problem.
look at that, another Rajay BeerVentures glass.
Rajay glass is empty. Oh, and what's that over there? I see there's one on another screen here too. What's that?
Look at that. Oh, yeah, there's one right there too. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, look at there, guys.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
They felt sorry for me.
It's an award-winning panel we've got here.
I was laughing at Sammy's thing because he was talking about me getting the Imperial Stout out of a gas station. So, yeah, I mean, we get that kind of stuff in there. So, yeah, I told you guys earlier, next weekend I got invited to the Cincinnati Sam Adams event. So, it'll be the first time I'm actually going to try Utopias there. So I'll be going there next Saturday. I'll probably shoot some video to share and stuff, but they got the Utopias for this year, which is 30% ABV. And I can try that, or I can try one of the ones they have like 2022 or 20. It's the first time they've hit 30% on their Utopia. So
wow, like a shot glass for me, man.
Yeah, but they got some other stuff there that's been pretty good too. So I need to definitely. I'm looking forward to being out there. I did that one video when I had that maple barrel aged cinnamon roll bock. Oh my god, it was phenomenal.
Oh,
it was so phenomenal. If Shane would have been there, Shane would have lost his mind having that beer. Right? It was just so tasty. Like that. So I want to get a bottle of that when I'm back down there as well. But they're doing some fantastic stuff for it. Tap. They had another one that was I forgot what the name of it was, but it was like more of a roasty type beer I had when I was there, and it was just. You got to go to breweries at times just to see what other stuff they're putting out. Because I went to when I went to Mad Tree, they had one called PSL, which I'm not always a pumpkin type person, as you know, although I will have a couple pumpkin reviews coming up here shortly.
I am.
But I'm not a blonde ale type person, but their PSL was a coffee pumpkin blonde ale. So 2 of the 3 things I'm thinking I'm not going to be happy about. This thing was freaking tasty as hell when I had it. I'm like, I cannot believe it's a blonde ale. The pumpkin, I'm okay, but the coffee, you got me in on that. I mean, it was just so smooth. And they don't package it. So you have to go to the brewery to actually get it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's always the fun stuff when you go. Like Rheingeist, they do the different things where you have to go there and get some of their stuff. I mean, it's just, it makes it a fun trip when you go to some of these breweries and find things that you can't usually get anywhere else.
Have you had this one from New Belgium?
I got to pull you up here. Let me see. Which one is that one? Oh, yeah, the Oakspire. Yeah.
I just found this one.
Well, that one
ale.
The one they do on that one now is I'm trying to think of I think it's 4 Roses they're doing for that barrel in.
I've had one from there.
Yeah, and a few years ago when they first brought it out, they did like an Oakspire, and it was like a different one, but it was like an old fashioned. oak spire type feel.
Okay.
So they've kind of reformed it now to just having that one out there. But yeah, I've had that. It's
Sweet.
good. Yeah. Do you get just the
Stout
one, or do
beer.
you get a 4-pack?
Just one. I got it
Just
from
the
Total
one.
Wine.
Okay. Should be.
Hopefully, it's in date.
It should be. It should be this
is.
year's.
I checked them. Well, barrel aged, they'll last a little bit.
Yeah, they'll
But
last
I
a little
just
bit.
cracked open a Walking Tree Brewery, which is out of Vero Beach, Treasure Kolsch.
Oh, nice.
I love me a Kolsch.
Just reviewed it today. Actually,
Yeah.
it's definitely a summertime beer.
There's
Yeah,
a-
I'm at.
when I was out in, when I was out in Fort McMurray up in Alberta, they got some wicked beer options out there. It's a little more expensive to buy the beer up there, I find, than it is here in Ontario, but the selection and just the broad spectrum of what they make. And I found a blueberry Kolsch. Sorry, it was a grape Kolsch, which was incredible. I brought 6 cans back and they didn't last very long.
Well, Ray, anytime the Alkanauts are ready to come to Florida, I'm game, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to try a grape Kolsch.
If we can ever get our governor to open back, the government to open back up, because I know a lot of flights are being canceled. But
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
Look at Ginger scared anymore for tomorrow.
well,
he's like got his fingers crossed.
I just got a notification that apparently there's now also a TSA staffing shortage.
Yeah,
Yes, there is.
Yeah, people have been
Because of the
resigning
shutdown.
because they haven't gotten paid for 31 days, so people are starting to quit now.
Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's talking about the air traffic controllers. Nobody's talking about how TSA people aren't showing up.
Yeah, they're
Even if
they're
your
working.
flight is leaving, you might not be able to get to it.
It's going to be one back paycheck though, if they continue to work, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
A buddy of mine's in that same boat. He's a federal employee and he hasn't been paid and he's still going to work. And I was like, geez, I was like, really? He's like, well, they say they're going to pay us back pay.
They will. I mean,
Well, I was like, okay, I get that,
Well,
but
they're supposed to, but I know Trump said, well, maybe we won't do the back. I mean, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in that fight, whatever type thing.
Yeah.
But they're
well, I think they'll get their pay. I mean, come on, man. If not, I wouldn't work.
yeah.
I was in
that's
the
it, right?
military at one point. And
I said to John, I was like, come on, man. I was like, how long can you do this? He's like, well, I work lots of overtime during the summer, so I'm good. And I'm like, okay, so you're living off your savings. I get that. But he said, don't worry about it. He said, the air traffic controllers are going to go out sooner than later, and then they'll put us back to work because the country will be stuck. He said, as soon as the air traffic controllers start jumping off the ship, it'll fix it.
right.
I don't know.
But then what do you do? I mean,
I don't trust anything nowadays anymore. Nothing ever seems to make sense now.
But the
Well,
thing
I
is,
can tell you right now, I'm
because
local
if
government and I'm getting paid.
But what do you do? Because if you don't, if you say, okay, I'm not getting a paycheck, I'm not going to work. So even when they go back to work, you're not going to get any of that money you would have made. So now you're even worse off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you go out and get another job, which isn't probably going to pay as much as an air traffic controller does, at least.
Well, not for
It's
air
true.
traffic control. If you're TSA, it might be a little different. I know they were
TSA
talking,
would be
they were doing
different,
some
but-
interviews. Like one guy was like down to $40 in his account. Another guy was like sleeping in his car. I'm like, now you got some people like doing Uber and these other side jobs to make up the difference. So they're working like 16 hours a day. Like I don't want a tired air traffic controller in there.
No,
I need you alert 100%. I can't.
But they have them there anyway. Before we shut down, these guys were shorthanded to begin with. and
Yeah,
they
but now
were
they're more
tired.
short.
But now it's even worse.
Yeah. You watched that? What was that movie with John Cusack back in the day? 10. It wasn't 10 Roof. It was 10 something. With him and Billy Bob Thornton, and they were air traffic controllers. I mean, obviously it was a
Tin
movie.
Cup?
No, not that.
No, that was Kevin Costner.
Costner.
Oh, Kevin Costner, right.
Let me see. Cusack. 10.
Was it Airplane?
No.
Don't call me Shirley.
Tractor.
You ever seen the grown man make it? Pushing 10. It was pushing 10. And it
Pushing
was like
10, right.
Cusack, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, you don't want to see Miss
Foley.
Beaver talking jive.
Yeah. And it was just like this it was an interesting perspective for like air traffic control. Like some of them were just like not that they're all that way, but the way they kind of make it in the movie, like you almost have to be like able to handle so much stress, and how they were like stacking planes in this movie to get them to land and stuff. It became a competition, but it's just great. Like, yeah, it's like you don't want anybody coming there having a bad day, you know?
No,
if they're doing
not
that.
at all.
So yeah.
And then what happens to the people that decided I'm not getting paid, I'm not working when the shutdown's over? Do they just go
Right.
back to their jobs like nothing happened? Like,
Call in
are they
sick
going
a
to start?
lot, maybe, I guess.
They
Yeah,
gonna-
I mean,
And then are they going
Hopefully.
to be jealous of the people that worked the whole time and got a big paycheck at the end of this? And like,
well,
That's a
the
whole other
problem
can of worms.
the problem you would have is the ones if you're like TSA and you didn't quit, you didn't come back. They might not bring you back. They just can fill those positions. But the problem you have as an air traffic controller is you can't just fill those positions. There's so much time you have
Right.
to go through training and have to be built up. Like they're already kind of short on getting people into their profession anyway.
Right.
So if people are leaving, that's even worse. So it's like if they come back, it's almost like you'd have to take them back because you don't have enough people if you didn't do that. So they almost could put the airport over a barrel to have them come back and do something, right? So
right. So then do you still give them, you have to give them back pay to encourage them to come back, even though they walked out during this time? Like,
some type of bonus or whatever. I mean, if you
I
were
would know
coming out
in the military, they'll get paid. I mean, they'll have to get back paid.
isn't some of the military not possibly getting paid though too? Because some of
No, I
some of the military wives talk about checks not coming in.
No,
Maybe-
but I mean, they'll because I remember when I was in, there was like a little not obviously nothing shut down like this one's doing, but I got like a $9,000 check for back pay.
For back pay afterwards, but during
Yeah,
it, you didn't
afterwards.
get
But I
anything.
mean, during
Okay,
it, you didn't
yeah.
get nothing. So, but
Yeah.
thing about the military, you get your meals. You know, you're getting like if you don't live off, if you like living on base and you get to go to the chow halls, you get your meals, and they're obviously going to continue to feed you. They can't.
Well, you
not
would in the
feed you.
military, but if you got the spouse of the kids back on the base, that's where they're
Right.
running issues.
And
Right?
see, I didn't have,
Yeah.
I didn't do all that, but
Yeah.
I was
Plus
smart.
in the
I didn't get
military-
married till after. So
plus in the military, if you're already deployed somewhere, active duty, what are you going to do? It's not like you just leave.
Yeah.
yeah, well, you can't leave. I mean, you can't leave when you're back in the States.
Where do I find a travel agent in Qatar? Right? Like,
I'm in
where's that-
Latvia and I need to get home.
But once you sign that dotted line, you're Uncle Sam. I mean,
Mm,
you can't just not go to work. You have to go to work. I mean,
yeah.
but I know, like in the Marines, they'll take care of you. Like supervisors, they'll make sure you get fed. I mean,
Yeah.
whether you've got a family or not, you're going to go to the chow. You get to go to the chow hall. You can
Yeah.
get some food back to your kids. They'll give you MREs.
Well, I think if you're there, well, if you're talking about if you're back on base or whatever, not
Right.
deployed, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, that's for the feeding, but as far as like the bills and stuff that still come in, like
Yeah,
some
now
of the wives
that's-
are scrambling,
that's
like
a
how to
problem.
handle that stuff, yeah.
yeah.
And then I actually just cracked open one of the Lagunitas sugar. I'm not sure if y'all picked this up out there.
Oh,
but
neat.
that was they brought back the original.
Oh,
recipe.
Lagunitas.
Yeah,
I just saw that
2
on
weeks ago.
social media. So
I haven't had that one.
being advertised.
yeah. So this is the original recipe they brought back. I had a video I talked about. They don't have the Born Yesterday. That got dumped this year because of a
Right.
bad batch. Just found out from Dave, my co-host with Midwest Beer News. They just dumped their Willetize.
Oh, wow.
no.
Because that also got a bad batch. So no Willetize this year, which really sucks because that usually comes out around this time. And I'm like, what the hell is going on over there? Like, are these like these Heineken people pushing their way into screwing up Lagunitas or making beer? Because there's never been an issue where Lagunitas that we've known of had to do some dumping. Like they've done 2 major dumpings in the last month here now.
Wow, I didn't even
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. So I don't know if Heineken. I don't know if Heineken's messing with them or what's going on.
Does Heineken own them now, or?
Oh yeah, they bought them like a couple years ago or so.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. But then they started running this stuff, and they closed down the Chicago thing and brought them all back to Petaluma. And supposedly they were kind of supposed to be left alone, but it feels like it's not maybe being the case out there from things you're seeing and hearing. So it's kind of like now you're messing with the beer. And it's just like,
Dude, don't mess with the beer.
don't mess
That's
with
for
the
the
beer.
company, but don't mess with the beer.
Oh, let me see. Damn, I didn't realize there's so many comments that were coming in here.
Bring them
We're busy
up.
chit chatting.
Let me see here. Didi said Lowe's Foods has beer and wine taps. It's been called Beer Den in North Carolina. They have B cup holders on the shopping carts just sit at the bar. Yeah, so they have. Well, Jungle Gyms has beer cup holders on their carts as well. I don't know why.
That's a great place.
Yeah, Jungle Gyms is. Yeah, when Todd and Shannon came up a few weeks back and brought some friends up for their first time, and they were just like mind blown. Todd's been there before, Shannon's been there, but their friends hadn't, and it was. Just
I would have been like a little kid in the candy shop, dude.
Yeah.
Like I am with Total Wine. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I'm getting beers like I haven't had that company yet. Total Wine.
Todd and Shannon filled up their cart really quick there.
I'm sure. So, yeah. My wife is like, "How much was that?" I was like, "I only got 2 6-packs. It's $50." She's like, "Oh my God, I thought it was going to be $100 like last time." I said, "I got 4 6-packs back then before the get together because I took them all to the get together."
Yeah, that's like a once a quarter visit to do that. So Jungle Gyms can definitely hit your wallet.
I don't know if we have any of those in Florida.
No, you don't. They're only Ohio. It's just 2 stores here in Cincinnati.
It's only like Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's like the one of the top
road trip
beer places in the country to buy beer.
Road trip it is.
Vanessa. Everybody loves Vanessa. Hey,
yeah, everybody knows Vanessa.
Sam. Ray's giving everybody hello. Sammy. Hey, Paul's in the house. Cheers, Paul. And again, congrats to your new nuptials and the new wedding and everything like that. So,
congrats, man.
And some cool photos he's been sharing online as well from stuff. Hi, Akanas and DG. Yo, Paul. Boom. I keep saying just boom. I still keep thinking boom goes to dynamite. All these years later, that's stuck in my head still. Maybe all the singles go to White Castle to get like you. I don't know, but you make reservations at White Castle. They have it for couples. They have couples like little packages. I don't know who gets away with that.
You can make reservations at White Castle.
Yeah. They have like
we have a version of them in Florida. It's called Crystal Burgers.
Well, Crystal's the southern version of White Castle.
Yeah,
like the Mason-Dixon line or whatever. You go past it north, you go into White Castle. You go down south to go to Crystal.
I've had both, man.
Which one you like?
Crystal's
better?
Chicken is better.
I haven't had it in a long time, but I went to New York, so I obviously got to try White Castles. I thought they were pretty good. I thought they outdid Crystal's.
Okay. Well, they were the original.
I think Crystal has the better chicken.
Crystal does? Okay.
Well, I'm talking burgers, the little burgers.
Right.
I think the last time I had Crystal might have been when I was in New Orleans, because they had one on Bourbon Street. I think that was probably the last time I had one down there. I also have had them I've had them in Georgia before too, though. But White Castle was the first, if you didn't know this, they were the first actually fast food restaurant.
Okay.
A lot of people think like McDonald's and kind of stuff, but White Castle was the first one to actually.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Do that. Yeah.
Cool.
See, we give you burger trivia here on the.
Did you ever watch? Did you ever watch the movie about McDonald's? How they got that business stolen right underneath them. I mean,
I did. I wanted to because I like watching Michael Keaton in movies, and I never got a chance to watch that one yet.
It's amazing how he just.
It's a great movie.
I've seen the story on like the food that built America on the History Channel. They covered McDonald's and how basically that happened and it got basically taken away from that guy that way.
Oh yeah, he just like went like just smooth, just went right in there and just took it.
Yeah, it's like Domino's. One of the stories was like on Domino's, I think it was, and there were 2 partners that had it. And the one guy they were doing the pizza, and then they started going into like the sandwich because the pizza was taking too long for stuff. And the one guy got upset with it or whatever, and he got bought out of the deal for like the Volkswagen van.
Oh, gee.
But basically, if he would have stayed in it, it would have been like, I don't know, $200-300 million he would have been worth after a point. And it's just like, how do you look back? You look back on that life, that guy's got to be bitter. He's got to be bitter.
Dude, yeah. No doubt.
And like, Pizza Hut, like it's interesting because you think of pizza. Most people think of pizza, you think of New York. If you're thinking of thick, you're thinking probably Chicago. But Pizza Hut was out of Kansas, and they were the ones at the table. And the Domino's was out of, I want to say it was like Michigan or somewhere, but neither one are like where you think of pizza coming from. which was interesting. And they were the ones that basically introduced America to pizza. Just interesting stuff, the food that built America. So I find all that stuff fascinating. Won't do anything for you in life. Won't give you an extra dollars at work, but it's just interesting stories you get
Nice
on
to
there.
know that.
And I tell you what, the candy wars, they were probably some of the worst. Like Hershey and them back in the day, they were cutthroat on like doing stuff. And like the guy that left to start Reese's, he got screwed out of a company. That's when he went on his own. He came up with the peanut butter cup and just interesting stuff that you see. You always hear about like JD Rockefeller and all these other titans that did stuff, but there's a lot of other people that did some ruthless shit that would be surprising.
Are you okay?
Yeah, see, Wegmans, good selection. See, Paul knows Wegmans. Wegmans always has good stuff said about them. All the UK sell alcohol supermarkets because you're drunks. You're drunk, so
You got to be when you go grocery shopping, man. I hate grocery shopping.
All I want to do is go to the UK and go to the Winchester.
That's me, man.
I learned that in Shaun of the Dead.
Yes. Let's go to Winchester, man. That's the bucket list.
Hello. Supermarkets can sell beer and wine. Yeah, it depends on what state you're in here in this. Well, Vanessa, because you're in Connecticut, so you're good there. So like in Ohio, they can sell beer and wine in the store. Like our Kroger has beer and wine. But in Kentucky, they can sell beer, but they can't sell wine. And they can't sell like liquor, but like usually next door to the store, they'll have the liquor store. That's a Kroger liquor store. It has to be a separate entrance for each.
That's the same like with Winn-Dixie and Publix. They have they can sell beer and wine, but they can't sell liquor. So you got to go to the liquor store, which also sells wine and beer like the grocery store does.
Right.
Well, our grocery stores up here, they have liquor stores inside the grocery store. It's not a separate entrance. It's just a part of the store.
Yeah, it's separate from.
Well, see, that's up where you're, because here, like we have like the Ohio liquor, but it can't be in the same for Kroger. You can walk in the same building, but it's like an outlet to the side, like a Costco, where you have to go into that part to go to the liquor store. But it's separated by a wall.
It's connected to the store.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's like right inside the center of the store by me.
Yeah, we can't.
Like you gotta go through the you go through the produce aisle and then you turn right into the liquor store. And it's in like the center of the store.
Interesting. Okay.
Our up here we've got we can do beer, wine, and RTDs in our liquor stores.
Okay.
Yeah, no liquor. You've got to go to the LCBO for that.
Yeah. It's just funny seeing Dave froze there. It's like he's gonna say the fish I caught was either this big, or he's gonna tell a story about when he was in the service and that guy was this big. So you can't come out of the shower like that. All right, he'll be back up, I'm sure. Hello to Liz. Liz says hi, Ray and Rod. So, Liz, great to see you as well. There in the background. Lancashire is a place. He's from there, up from Yorkshire. 2 areas in North England. We have good banner between. Oh, okay. I thought he was saying Lancashire was a beer. That was a bad beer when we were talking about the other one earlier. Cheers, Vanessa. And Mr. Paul. Hey, JT. Your laws are ridiculous. Leave my archaic beer laws alone. Hashtag meaning, right? Like everything should just be the same across the board. Why does each state got to have their own little thing with the whole 3-tier system stuff? Just make the whole thing, just make it easy. Although now it is kind of interesting for those of you, if you've seen the Facebook page, I shared a story about how now the brewery heads are kind of getting together with government about regulation of the THC drinks. I don't know if you saw that, John, earlier when I posted on a Facebook thing from Brewbound. It's kind of like, this is the same stuff like the breweries were complaining about the restaurant lobby against them, but now they're jumping on board to go against the THC people. So I'm like,
right, yeah.
It's like, yeah, so that's kind of interesting. But it's funny here in Ohio, where both me and Ginger are, it's kind of like the governor comes out trying to stop THC. And I don't know what they did up in Cleveland area, but down here it was funny. One of our spots, Cappy's, they ended up doing a sale before the governor went on that day. Like the governor did a press conference, like at noon or whatever. So at 11:15, Cappy's open so people could come in and load up before they had to take them off the shelves. And then the judge gave a stay to that order, so they were able to reshelf. Now people were loading in to get stuff so they could stockpile it for in case it comes back again. So it's kind of crazy what's taking place right now. But we get some drinks down here that are 100 milligram THC, so they can definitely kick your ass. Yeah.
I was in one beer store. I won't name it because I don't want them to get in any sort of trouble. But I was in there like the night before, 2 days before it happened. It was supposed to be ended. And the one of the owners was there talking to somebody else. And he's like, they can all go F themselves. I'm going to keep selling it until they come in and bust me for it and physically pull it off my shelves because this is just ridiculous. So that's how we're going to do it.
Yeah. Well, some of the businesses, I mean, they've got their whole business profile now, and it's kind of like you're screwing with the businesses.
Right.
There, so.
And some of these places have a huge inventory of those THC drinks because that's like the popular thing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
we just saw about like Rhine Guys launched theirs. They launched their THC drink. And I know Urban Artifact works with another company that does THC. I think I think it might be 50 West that might get involved as well on something. But a lot of them are looking that way because that's where the opportunity is too. So,
right.
But I can understand like a safety type factor in how you want to do it. But the way they kind of went about doing it was just pull them all off right now. Like, no, you just can't like shut down people's business and livelihood for 3 months. You know,
right?
There's got to be a better way to do it. Are you going to see? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John.
And is that really the most pressing issue of our state?
No, it actually isn't. I don't know about up in Cleveland, but in Cincinnati, people are getting attacked going to dinner down here, apparently. So I don't know. They've got
THC drinks. If THC drinks in stores is the most pressing issue in Ohio, then our state must be doing real well.
Yeah. I don't see the THC drinkers down in a bunch of THC drinks and then going out and getting wild. Now, the beer drinkers, that can happen, we know. Spirit drinkers, that can happen, you know. But THC drinkers are usually pretty much, they might do a raid on Taco Bell, but it's not going to go much further than that.
Yeah, but the whole THC thing is like reefer madness all over again. It's all these out of touch people. Oh, it's so bad for the kids and it's marketed to children, and like you have to go into a liquor store to buy it most of the time. What child's going to a liquor store? Come on, just let adults be adults and have their fun.
Speaking of the children, since you guys are now on the show, we've had these conversations in the past, and I've done my video share of it. I know, John, you did a video on it.
Here we go.
Do we want to touch on children in the breweries? Is there anything
let's
say?
Roll with it, dude. Let's roll.
Anybody?
I haven't spoke my mind yet on that.
Would you like the soapbox first, there, Dave?
Sure. I don't. A lot of the breweries I go to in Florida, they allow it, but I don't see a lot of it. I mean, I don't see a lot of kids coming, parents bringing their kids, unless they're like a little bit older, like 14, 15, 16. I don't see a lot of kids running around screaming, So I get what I understand. I wouldn't want a screaming kid at a bar. I mean, it's a bar, but it's not a bar. You know what I mean? It's a brewery. To me, it's different, but I want it to be family oriented. But I don't want it to. When I think family, I'm thinking of my son who's like 24 years old. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking little kids. So it is annoying, especially when you're trying to do a beer review there at the brewery and the kids are yelling and screaming. I get it. So, yeah, I'm not big on it either. I don't mind teenagers there because they know how to act. They, little kids don't. They're little kids. I mean, and the parents are there busy drinking their beer. They're not like snockered, but they're not paying attention to their kid. I see how that can be annoying. I mean, it can.
I think that's the biggest problem. A lot of parents aren't paying attention to their kids in breweries anymore. And I guess when I first started, parents were still kind of keeping control. But now it seems like a lot of places, a lot of people think it's just, it's a daycare center. I go, my kids run around out here somewhere while I drink beers and not pay attention to them.
That's not what it's intended to be.
And it's not all parents, but there's just been a few. And if you know how it goes, a few of them ruin it for everybody.
Right.
You can't enjoy yourself because you're worried about, okay, I don't want this kid seeing me, or get interfering in what I'm doing, and then the parent's not paying attention,
Right.
I get it, but like my daughter, she won't bring her kids to the brewery. She won't come to the brewery if she has the babies with her. You know what I mean? So she won't do it. So
Ray, you got
I'm with Dave. I'm probably a little more lenient. If the parents are parenting, I have no issues at all.
mm-hmm.
If the kids are there doing their thing, not being disruptive, not running around, I have absolutely no issue with it. But like we've all said, it's a few of the parents that ruin it for everybody. I'll speak up. And most of the breweries around here, the staff speak up. They don't stand for not parenting.
Good for them.
Because they want those families to come out, and be respectful of everybody else, because business is tough these days. You don't want to be taking, potential customers away and losing that potential for earning. But they also understand that, if they allow these parents to let their kids run rampant, they're scaring away other potential, customers as well.
Sure.
So, honestly, like if the parents are parenting, no issues. And I can be a little outspoken about that stuff. So, but yeah, most of the breweries around here, it's never really an issue, because the staff will speak up and say, "Hey, little Johnny's over there, and keep an eye on him, get him back over here." Or, you know what, your kids are really unhappy. Maybe it's time for you to pay your bill and go.
Yeah,
nice.
So, breweries are basically bars that just sell the beer that they've made on site.
Sure.
And if it's one of these places like BJ's, which is the one I always go to since it's a national chain and it's more like a restaurant that happens to brew beer, it's more restaurant oriented, that's one thing. If it's a brewery that they have food because that's required by law and it's either a minimal menu or they just have food trucks a couple times a week, I don't see any reason for a child to be in there at all.
Yeah, true. I agree. Most of the breweries that I frequent around here, as you guys saw when you guys were up here, they're mostly restaurants that brew beer, breweries that are restaurants.
Right.
So yeah, it's a bit of a different thing. There's one small brewery that I love. That's it's about a 3-hour drive. I took Paul out there. It's called Broken Rail Brewing. I don't think I've seen children there the couple of times I've been there, because it's a brewery that offers snacks because you should. And they do the food truck thing on the weekends. So,
right. Yeah, I think that's something always interesting in it too. Be like, when I go back to New Jersey, because New Jersey is weird on their laws and stuff where breweries don't have food or can't have food, which is a whole different thing. Yeah.
That's
they don't want them serving food. Like, they have trouble with the restaurant lobby in Jersey, because if you start serving food, people are going to go there and not going to go to the restaurants and what they think. They don't realize everybody can still do things all together, right? So, but then it's like, why would people show up with the kids with a brewery there? Because you're not going to have food. They can have like a food truck maybe like once every month or something. So it's kind of like to see somebody show up. So I don't know if they can have kids in the ones that are like in New Jersey, but like here, like in Ohio, we have one down the street from us that has some pretty good beers. You go in there during the daytime, it's usually pretty good. Now, we went in there at nighttime, and parents will come in like after work, and they'll have some of their kids and stuff. And again, I'm like Ray, most of the kids, they don't bother me. They're pretty much all taken care of by parents. But there are some parents that, aren't paying attention to them, or both parents are actually kind of drinking, which is like, if both of you are drinking, well, who's the responsible party type thing, right?
Who's driving them home?
Right. Yeah. The Officer Dave pulls up behind them. All right, pull over.
Exactly. Mom and dad show up there and have a cup. Dad has a few beers. Mom has one.
Yeah.
They're there for a couple of hours. You go home. Or, mom has, or dad has a seltzer and then a ginger ale after that. And mom plows the beers, that evening while they're there. So.
And I went to the brewery. last week my nephew was in visiting, and I took him down there to get a couple beers, and we went over during the day, and I was just there talking to one of the beer tenders, and I was like, so tell me about the whole kid type thing, because I knew they had a lot of kids that come in because we've been there before in the kids show. He's like, oh yeah, about the kids. So he kind of was around, and so we had a pretty good conversation about it. But
you're like, let me pull my camera and my mic out real quick.
So I talked with him. And I talked to some beer tenders at another brewery, and it's kind of like it's the ones that comes back to the parents that don't take care of pay attention to them, and the kids are over here running around, and our servers got to step certain ways to not step on the kids, or the kids are over here doing stuff. Next thing you know, you hear a glass fall or something like that, or if you have like stuff outside where things are getting damaged because kids are climbing all over them. So this is like if you bring the kids, you got to make sure you take care of them and stuff too. But most of the time, it seems to be that way. I say 95% of the time the kids are well maintained and there's not an issue there. But some of the ones that do it, like I said, because I posted the one story when I did the whole thing before about the brewery here in Ohio, 7:00. No more kids after 7. And people were just like all over them for doing that. Like, seriously, like if they're damaging stuff like they're talking about in the story and kids are running amok in certain spots, it's a business. So if for them, imagine a kid gets hurt, they're held liable for it too. Yeah. Not to mention if a kid doesn't get hurt, they hurt one of their employees, they're liable for that as well. So it's like, be a parent.
And,
like
I just went to a new barcade that opened up within the last 6 months by my house on Thursday night. And, tons and tons of video games and beer, booze, whatever. And they have signs on the door, no kids after 7 p.m. That was their cutoff. Nobody ever says beans about that.
Yeah.
And that place at least has things that are kind of, you could argue, oriented towards kids. I mean, it's classic arcade games everywhere. Right. Kids can have a blast in there, but they cut it off at 7 p.m. Nobody says anything about that. But a brewery wants to cut them off at 7 p.m. It's the end of the world.
Right.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And it's funny because I know when you did your video, John, you were talking about Dave & Buster's. And we have a place here like Dave & Buster's. It was called GameWorks. And GameWorks, the same thing. But GameWorks had a thing too. Like after 7:00, there was no kids, or after 7 or 8, whatever the time was, no kids were allowed into it anymore because there was a bar that was actually in it, but they would have hours just for kids to be able to meet there. But after a point, it was just all adults. And nobody really said anything too much about that either. It became like that type of thing that I was aware of. I don't think anybody said anything about it too, but it was just funny just seeing people where they get defensive about it. But I feel like some of the comments that I saw in other stories about that, it was kind of like, you feel like the ones that were getting defensive were probably the ones not taking care of the kids.
Exactly. And it's not like that brewery was saying no kids absolutely ever. They just said after 7 p.m., which seems really reasonable to me.
Yeah. So,
because there have been a lot of other breweries that just said no children, period.
You said there's no what?
There's been other breweries that just said no children, period.
Right, no children, period, whatever. Right.
I mean, about a year, I think it was a year ago or so, there was a brewery up in Cleveland, Forest City, who had too many problems. They've got a great outdoor space. They said no children under, I think, 16 at all, ever in the brewery now.
Yeah.
And that was all over the news. They were banning kids.
Well, so why? I don't understand why it was all over the news. It's their business.
It's essential.
And it's alcohol. Children don't drink alcohol.
Right.
It was a slow news. It was a slow news day, Dave.
I guess
here's a story we can run with, right? And
well, it's like we got a place. It's like I would say about an hour north of me, and I did a review there, and it's called Port 27. It runs right off US 27, and US 27 runs all the way through up to almost Canada, I guess.
Yeah, because we have 27. I think comes up through here too.
Yeah. So I mean, the place was like they had a brewery there, but it was like a little tiny town. I mean, not a town, but it had like permanent food trucks. It had places to drink coffee. It had this, it had that, and then it had a brewery. Kids were running all over, but they weren't in the brewery. They were outside where they were allowed to be. But I don't have a problem with that. I mean, when you have a brewery that's with other places like a coffee shop, food places, and it was on the lake, so they had jet skis and stuff like that. So
yeah,
But
Well, some breweries set up areas for the kids too, right? So then, coming in as a drinker, whether you have kids or not, that they're going to be kids here because they're very kid friendly for it. They're setting up things for kids, so that's a whole different thing. You can't really complain about that type of situation either. But when you go to someone and it's just like, I'm out here in a warehouse park, they don't serve food. Why is a family here with their kid? No, that's a whole different type of it makes no sense. And of course, the kids when they get bored because there's nothing for them to do.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Like,
so they're gonna misbehave.
It's not the kids' fault. They're just being kids.
Earlier this year, I went to a place kind of like what Dave's talking about down in, I want to say it was in Medina or somewhere a little half-hour, 45-minute drive south of Cleveland. And it was a big empty warehouse that used to be some sort of manufacturing site. And they were slowly repurposing it, but they had a giant game area with bowling and pool and video games, all kind of things, and a bar in there. And kids were allowed in there, but you could also go into the physical brewery itself. And there was a whole brewery area, and kids weren't allowed in that whole brewery area. So your kids could go be in the game area, whatever, and you could still get beers in the game area and sit and hang out with your children, watch your children. But there was a whole separate brewery room attached to it, and kids weren't allowed in that. I mean, that's fine with me. That's totally fine. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like nightclubs up here. I mean, there are so many 19 plus nightclubs. It's you don't see people complaining they can't bring their kids there. So,
well, are they like it was here in America? I remember growing up when I was in the Marines. You go to these clubs and girls, guys, you had to be 21 and older to get in, but girls could be like 18 and get in to the place. And I'm like,
this club wasn't like the Epstein Club, was it?
Yeah, no, here
we're talking early 90s up in North Carolina where our station is. It's like you go to a club and for you to get in, you had to be 21 and over. So of course I faked an ID to get in. So, but the girls, they could be 18. And I'm like, I'm not understanding this. But what it was, the guys that were legal to get in, they would buy drinks for these girls. So they didn't care. But guys, they didn't give a shit about, oh, you're not, sorry, you can't be in here. So I got a fake ID.
What's even crazier to think about is you faked an ID to get in because you're under 21. Are these girls faking IDs to get in because they're under 18?
Probably.
Yeah, are there 15 and 16-year-olds in there now? Like, come on.
Well, with fake IDs, probably.
This is turning into the Epstein Club. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing, I mean, it used to be that old mentality too, where girls mature faster than boys, so they have like a little spread in there, right? You could be an 18-year-old and be kind of like a 21-year-old boy type thing or whatever.
Oh yeah,
bunch of BS, but that's what they ran with in a lot of spots.
Is what they were.
Yeah, it's like going to some of those restaurants and you can't wear a hat. And they're like, oh, men can't have a hat on. And the woman comes with a hat. They don't say anything to them. Why should she have a hat? It says no hats. It doesn't say no hats, men.
A hat is a hat.
A woman can keep their hat on, but a man has to take their hat off. It doesn't have any discrimination on the sign. It just says no hats. But here we are, you know.
Who knows?
I had that one time when I went to a Ruth Chris or whatever. And it was like, I wanted a flat top back. And they, you can't have an hat. So I took it off. Then I see women come with a hat. Like, what? Nobody's telling them to take their hat off. What's up with that? You know,
bunch of sexist.
Yeah,
right.
Don't even get me started on business casual when you're in the office, where guys is totally different. Where women, that's business casual. What she's wearing, I swear she could wear that to the club. Like, but we gotta we gotta have long sleeve shirt and no tie but khakis and all that stuff. But
the good thing about my job, I wear the same uniform every day.
You do wear the same one every day.
It does make life
Except
easy.
for Fridays, I wear khakis and a polo.
Let me see here. So Paul was saying they do have to drive through beer places. I hate them. I need to look at everything and I need to check dates, right? Exactly, that would kind of suck if you're that guy. Can you check that date for me before you give it to me? Like, what? Just because you gotta go with the hate on the Oberon always, Paul. Always on the Oberon hate. Don't worry, you got a few more months before it's back out again. Cheers to JT there. Good set of Americans. Oh, take care, Mark. It was great to have you on. And yes, 2 a.m. over there. So hopefully you swing back through again, my friend. I didn't know Frankenstein was on Netflix right now. New Frankenstein,
The
is
new
it a
one?
new Frankenstein series or is it a movie?
I think it's a movie. I
A
think.
movie. We're going to go. We're going to see Nuremberg on Sunday. I got tickets for that for us to go see that.
Yeah,
so.
I'm amped about watching that new Predator movie, Badlands.
Yeah, that's out right now too. It's like we were talking about going to see Nuremberg, and I went to think, oh, Predator Badlands is actually out. Oh, The Running Man is actually out. Okay, we'll go with the one to make us feel smarter. We'll go with Nuremberg. We won't do the dumbed down movies this weekend. Although it's a lot more action. It's a lot more action. Just saying. I started watching The House of Guinness. Have any of you guys started watching that at all? Todd put me on
Not
that.
yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, I've seen the whole first season.
Oh, you watched it all already. So what did you think of the first
Yeah,
season thus far?
after-
I'm only
like
3
after you
episodes
told me
in,
about
so yeah, so I'm 3 episodes in right now, so don't spoil it. But are you enjoying it? Do you think it was pretty good overall?
It was a good series so far. There's a couple of things I don't like what they did with it. They didn't really stick with the history a lot about Guinness. It's a good story. It's a good storyline.
Okay. They said it's fictionalized off the true story. They tell you that in the beginning, like this is fictionalized.
Right. It's very fictionalized off the true story.
Yeah.
It's like making the one Arthur Guinness the way he is. That's not anywhere near the truth.
Yeah. I almost want to say I gotta Google this to see if this is true because I'd never heard that before, right? So yeah.
Right. Yeah, that wasn't anywhere close to truth. That was just a part of the series or to make a storyline.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff isn't really based on the direct family, but from my understanding, their extended family was kind of shady. So some of that stuff is stories pulled from extended family that they've incorporated into like the direct family. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good series.
Yeah.
If they had called it something else other than House of Guinness and just made it like a random brewery or something, I thought it would have been an excellent series.
Okay.
But knowing some of the history of Guinness, that took a little bit away from it. Even though I knew going in as fictionalized, still a good show worth watching. I'm excited. Hopefully they do a second season.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to ruin anything for you, but it's huge. It ends with a huge cliffhanger.
Okay. Well, I mean the acting and stuff has been good on it. I know.
Oh yeah, phenomenal. Yeah.
When I found out like it was the same people that did Peaky Blinders, I'm like, okay, I'm on board with that. And I never watched Succession, but they kind of blended it as a mix of like if Peaky Blinders and Succession were put together. Now my wife was a big fan of Succession. Tried to get her to watch it. She could only get like halfway through the first episode because it is a slow build up. But I told her it does go more into it. But she was like, "Nah, I think that's not for me." So, all right.
Now it's good. I mean, I binge watched it in like 2 days. So
yeah.
after you mentioned it, I was like, "What is this?" Okay, I'll go watch this.
yeah. Hopefully, I'll get through the rest of them this weekend. I do want to finish that off and stuff. But it's pretty entertaining.
If you ignore the real history of Guinness, it's a really good show.
All right. Yeah, he's like the one episode they were doing the minute pour. He's like, I call it the minute pour. I'm like, sir, I believe a proper Guinness is like a minute and 13 seconds. Well, I was kind of like when they said the minute pour, I'm like, that's not really a full. Like when you get the certificate, it's longer than like a minute. It's like maybe a minute, like 19 seconds. But they give you a certificate over at Guinness. You can actually learn how to pour the Guinness the proper way. So it's kind of interesting. Let me see.
I have seen
we miss you too, Chris, my friend. Hopefully all's going well. I know you're kind of doing some different things away from beer right now. So
I have seen that the Guinness family wasn't real happy with it.
They weren't real happy with it?
Yeah, some of the things I've read, the current matriarch of the Guinness family wasn't pleased with it.
Well, like you said, like you mentioned stuff with Arthur, probably like if that wasn't there and some other stuff, but I can see that. Sometimes you got to be careful with some of the stuff they do in Hollywood, right? Because they get like this leeway, and it's like it doesn't happen that way. I remember when they did the Straight Outta Compton NWA movie. People were like, "Well, it didn't really happen this way or that way on these parts and that part," but they gave the leeway.
About what the people want to see. It may not be the truth.
Right.
Yeah,
Hollywood creative license.
Something else. Yeah, exactly.
creative license. There you go. That's the thing, right? We were given creative license for it.
And I was told it's based off of a book that's like 70 pages long.
That's like a short story. 70 pages. Yeah.
Yeah.
JT said we were at a bar in a crowded tap room one Sunday next to a couple with an infant and their older parents. Dad was pretty toasted and laid a 6-month-old on the back of the bar. Yeah,
Nice.
like you see stuff like that, and
Not cool.
I've seen people go in the corner of like of a place before, like, and change the diaper. Like, dude, like you don't change the diaper out here, everybody. Like, take that to the bathroom. Like, it's just
Come to the bathroom for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just because the bar might be low on people right now, you just like, I never had kids or whatever, but I'm one of them people too. Like, I hate when I see people sit there with their kid, like their babies, and they're in diapers, and they sit them on the table. Like, you don't put your baby's ass on a table where people are going to be serving off of that later on. That's one of those things that I'm not a fan of.
Right. I got to tell you guys about this.
He was about to change the diaper when the wife intervened. So he was
good for the wife.
Yeah.
Good for the wife.
So the wife had to be like, "Hey, dumbass, you don't do that here."
Listen here, jackass. Take him to the bathroom. Jeez.
Cheers to that wife for stepping up.
Yeah, go to the bathroom, or if you have to, go to your car and do it or something. Just not on the bar top.
So no to kids in the tap room. Dogs are okay, even cats, but no kids. People bring their cats there. People could bring their cats, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it's.
I've been to a few breweries that have cats that live in the brewery.
I've been to a few. Yeah, I've had some cats there. Like my buddy from Jersey that runs Spellbound, one of the owners there. They have like a local cat that does their stuff that they have, and a few other places, which is actually not a bad idea. I mean, that kind of goes back to the whole witch lore around brewing, because the reason the old witch lore that came out historically was because there's a tie to it where the first brewmasters were really women, and they would have cats there to keep the mice away from the grains and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So the cat there helps to protect that type of situation.
Absolutely. Pest control is they're great for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And cheers to Paul from Chris as well. I don't want anyone in a brewery. I feel like Paul
just want to
like
own the brewery and not have anybody come by.
Paul would be the Dennis Hopper Blue Velvet. Don't you look at me.
Yep.
I don't want anybody there but my friends.
Animals or kids should be in a brewery. Well, there you go too. Which is one of those things. It used to be back in the day you couldn't bring animals like into, say, a restaurant because health code, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But now people can do it because they got their comfort pets or whatever. I'll say comfort pets. I don't know what they're called. Like, what do they call like the pets that people have?
Service animals.
Pets.
Service animals. So people have the service animals now where they can actually bring them in. So now it's like a little more common.
For anything now.
Well, yeah, I've seen people with service lizards and
I'm like
service monkeys, and I mean, it's just like, when do you draw the line somewhere? You got to. Yeah. Somebody brings in like a service gopher or something. Like, what do you go? Like a service? I've seen people with squirrels. I've seen
squirrels.
I've seen people have pet squirrels and stuff, and it's just like
you mean the emotional support pets.
I mean, even Grizzly Adams didn't have a pet squirrel.
Had a pet grizzly, but
but not squirrel.
I don't think he would take him to a restaurant though.
I think a grizzly bear is just a giant squirrel, anyways, isn't it?
Well, pretty much.
Prehistoric giant squirrel.
I see some of these videos where people are trying to feed bears at times. Like, did nobody ever watch like Yogi Bear growing up? You don't feed the bears because they'll keep coming back. And when you're out of food,
and they wonder why they attack them.
Right.
Well, there was that big thing in the news a couple of years ago, maybe in the teens, about some lady getting denied boarding because the airline wouldn't allow her emotional support peacock on the plane. Like, come on. You're just taking a piss at that point.
Oh my God. What is a
emotional support peacock?
I mean, technically she was a little cocky, so
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, have you seen a peacock in real life? Like, what can't they do for you?
Yes, and they're not very nice.
No,
they're mean birds.
Yeah,
kind of like a goose.
It's like people that go exactly. They go to the Middle East, see these camels, and the camels spit on them. What's a camel? Like,
an animal. It's a wild animal. It's,
I think I'm going to get an
the bear
emotional
attacked
support.
me. What did you think it was going to do?
I thought you had Paul for your emotional support.
No, I got to get no. I want an emotional support Cobra chicken.
A Cobra chicken?
Yeah, that's a goose.
No.
Canadian geese. Cobra chicken.
Okay.
I want
never heard
Ricky
it called
Tiki Taki
Cobra
as my
chickens.
emotional support animal.
I used to love that character when I was a kid. Ricky
Oh,
Tiki
dude.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Thanksgiving because that cartoon and the Hobbit cartoon came out during Thanksgiving. During the fall.
Well, you had the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving that came out too.
Charlie Brown.
So,
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
Check this one out, guys. It's a ginger wheat green tea blood orange beer.
Oh, that sounds
Wow.
I
interesting.
almost thought that was
That is
a
interesting.
blue moon at first when I saw this.
Yeah,
So did
no, it's
I.
not. It's a collab from Say What and County Durham Brewing. It's only 4.5%, but it is super refreshing.
All right.
Nice.
I know you guys have probably seen this, but I have never seen this. Shop Top Twisted
Oh
Pretzel.
yeah,
Yes, I've seen it, and I've actually heard good things about it. I've never tried
It's a
it.
good
but
beer.
I've heard it was actually pretty good.
Sweet.
it's a good beer.
See,
a
I
lot of the
wasn't a fan of
restaurants up here. A lot of
Oh, you
restaurants
had
here
it?
have that
Okay.
on tap.
Yeah.
I had it a long time ago. Wasn't a fan of it,
Okay.
but
Well,
I should probably revisit it.
there you go.
That was really popular one year at one of our beer fests that we had. A lot of people were drinking at it and really liked it.
Yeah, it's Blue Moon on steroids. It's just got a little more zip to it.
Well, I've had Shock Top, but and I also got this one. I got another one. I don't remember what type of beer it is, but it's called Everything Naughty.
That's Almond Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Almond Gang's good
Got
stuff.
another one from them too.
Yeah.
The White Chocolate Imperial Blonde Stout.
Huh.
9.5.
Look at you.
I had a blonde stout for the first time not that long ago, and it was weird.
It is weird the first time you have a blonde stout. It's just
Yeah.
looking at it and getting the flavor, you're like, this doesn't seem right. Yeah. Paul said the guy had a seltzer. I don't think kids would be in his future. Was it a White Claw?
He's like, Paul's on fire. Paul's on fire tonight. Some of the comments that are coming up after this from him, it's like, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was on a keto diet, and I was drinking. It was a seltzer. It was what company was it? There was no calories, no nothing in it, but it had alcohol. That's all I cared about. And,
It wasn't a Zima, was it? Because that
no,
doesn't matter.
oh shit.
Was it
We're talking Marine Corps days on Zima. Purple Zima.
was it mom water?
No. It was Corona seltzer waters. They had nothing, literally
What?
nothing in them.
I haven't seen those.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
nothing in them. But Zima, oh my God, purple Zima. It had blue Caraco.
I don't think
and
there was a
that cherry
purple, was it?
grenadine in it. No, they had.
They have
you
flavored
get
Zimas. Okay.
You get a regular Zima, blue
Jolly
Caraco,
Rancher.
and some cherry whatever, and it would turn purple.
So
We
you got
would
the
drink-
regular Zima. You had to add to it as well.
Yeah, you add to it, and
Yeah.
that was
People
like
added-
big in
yeah,
the
people
Marines,
added-
man. I'm
people
like,
added
man, we
Jolly
were
Ranchers,
freaking
I know.
Yeah, I remember the Jolly
fucking
Rancher.
losers back then. Zima, malt liquor.
I mean, that's like.
do you guys get the Happy Dad seltzers down there?
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen them. I haven't seen them, but maybe
You know what? They're damn good.
I've seen that,
I'm not a
that
huge
beer,
seltzer
the
fan, but
Happy
they're
Dad
really
beers.
good.
I think the best seltzer I've had was probably from an Untitled Art. They do a lot of good seltzers.
I want to say the Happy Dad did a Snoop Dogg one or Death Row.
Death Row?
Yeah, Death Row.
There's a
Yeah,
Death Row
It's
label,
like a
right?
grape flavor or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah, they did a Death Row.
Piner
When I was at
does
Death Row
those
flavor.
inside.
They had some of the death at LCBO tonight, but I was like, nah, I don't need any of that tonight. I need a couple of beers for drinking.
You know what? I was
Yeah.
so mad. When I was in Canada, I was so happy to go to that place, and they were fucking on strike, bastards.
I know.
I remember that.
And,
Yeah.
That was
and we had to
Of
go
course.
to the beer store, and it got raped. There was nothing there hardly. I got a couple that I hadn't had, but I was
The
like,
funny
man.
the funny thing about the LCBO is like right after we left is when they opened back up.
Yeah, and I'm like, you mother humpers.
Those were dark days, guys. Dark
Yeah.
days.
It was dark when I was there. I was so excited.
I kind of wanted just to go into one just to do like some type of WWE entrance to it because every time I hear LCBO, I think of WWE. Every time these guys say, "What's
Yeah.
happened to LCBO?"
Just walking in there like,
Oh. Yeah, that is so funny. Like right after we left, they opened back up. Alcohol, start them young, and possibilities are endless. Well,
leave it
you
in the
know,
fall.
back in the day when we were young, yeah, we would get sips and stuff given to us, and I'm thinking of
Yeah.
only when that happened to you. So yeah, they kind of did start us young to kind of get the engine going a little bit.
Dude, I
there,
caught my
so.
son. I had like a Mick Ultra sitting on a table back before I knew craft beer because, you know, I didn't know any better. But
Yeah,
I walk into the kitchen, I come back, and he's chugging it. And I'm like, he's like 3 years old. I was like, what are you doing, dude?
Big Daddy in the house with the juice horse. Cheers, my friend. Great to see you, brother. It's
Oh,
definitely been a
juice
while.
horse.
So here's a question for you guys. If you remember, or if you did it, maybe you didn't, maybe you were goody two shoes. But when you were a kid, if your parents had a liquor cabinet, do you remember the first time you raided it and the first thing that you got out of the liquor cabinet?
Well,
I
sort
live-
of.
I live a sheltered life.
So apparently,
My mom and dad
the old
I'll go
7-Eleven
first because I can
together.
answer really quickly. My mom
Okay.
and dad didn't drink, and I didn't have that cabinet. So I had to go
Oh.
outside the realm of the house. So, yeah, I didn't.
Did you have a relative that did have it you went to?
No, some buddies. Like, I'd stay at their house, and their dad would let us watch some free porno videos and some alcohol.
Good friends to have.
Oh, yeah.
So
Great dad.
So I'm 48 years old, and this would have been right around when Tecmo Bowl came out or was really popular on the Nintendo. So however old that would have made me. We
I'm 53.
my
so
father's work
I'm
had a
older.
big 4th of July barbecue, and apparently somebody made jars of whiskey sour or some sort of whiskey orange juice kind of mix, and they had it in the basement where all the kids were hanging out. We all thought it was orange juice, and like drank half of it before a parent came down, and we're like, we think this orange juice is a little funny.
They did some 70s show.
So on accident, a bunch of kids killed a big bottle of like a whiskey orange juice, whiskey sour mix thing.
That's awesome.
We're gonna need more Everclear, but that was like intentional. That was just like an accident, right? Do you have like intentional, or like did you actually?
Well, not long after that, I had a friend whose mom would buy us booze as long as we didn't leave the house. So didn't really have to raid anything.
Okay.
I mean, she was buying us bottles of vodka at like 14.
Shit. Okay. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Yeah.
She's like, don't leave the house. As long as you guys don't leave the house, I don't care what you do. And don't burn it down.
I like that, Mom.
I tell you what, growing up as an extra was definitely a different time. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
It was stealing sips out of the bottle of cherry brandy at my place.
Oh, okay.
Cherry
Okay.
brandy.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And then and I mean, similar to the Yeti there, man, it was like by the time I was 15, I was going into the beer store and buying beer. And I always went to the Lundy's.
Yeah.
I always went to the Lundy's Lane outlet and talked to the lady. She was real friendly, and it was my friend's mom, and she had no idea where she knew me from. And she didn't catch on until I walked in there one day. It was actually the day after my 19th birthday. And she's like, I figured out where I know you from. ID, please. And I was like, oh, yes, here you go. He's like, oh. Oh, yeah. Every Friday afternoon, you know, once or twice a month when I was in high school, I'd walk down to the beer store. It wasn't very far from my high school with my backpack, and I'd buy a 12-pack. Then I'd walk back to school, put it in my locker till the end of the day.
Oh, not me, man. When I was in high school, we had a lot of Hispanic, like Mexican immigrants in our area because we had a lot of orange groves. So a lot of the immigrant population was big. And I would give him, like, back then, you give him a 20 and like get us a case. You could get a case for like $10 back in the day, for like Bush Light, whatever. And I'd let him keep the change. He'd come out there, give us, and he'd just give us the money back. I'm like, nah, that's yours, dude. Get out of here.
Yeah. That's the service fee. You're good. We're good.
Yeah, that's for you risking it, baby. So,
yeah. Well, it's funny. Like when I was first time I got served at a liquor store, I was like 15. I was able to get served at a liquor store because I was able to grow a beard. I was like 5'11" or whatever.
I couldn't do that.
And it was like a little local like Indian run liquor store that we actually had. So they're smaller, so they probably thought I was bigger, and they kind of just went with it.
he's like,
I had upperclassmen in high school would ask me to go buy them alcohol because they knew I could get served at this little liquor store and stuff like that and everything. But when we were like, I think I was 12, and a couple of my friends were over. They were like 11 or 10, and my mom would keep her liquor under like the sink in the kitchen and stuff. And we went in.
Easy access.
Dealer's Cuddy Sock.
Oh, wow.
You talk about a kid not knowing alcohol or like that or anything. But the first thing you're going to take, granted, I've tasted beer because I used to take sips of like the old Miller. My grandparents, they would always have like the Miller little pony bottles, whatever, for the, what was the Miller High Life? They would have the little High Life bottles. But as far as going into the liquor cabinet, getting that and just like, why would anybody drink this? Like we're just then we're like, maybe we're doing it wrong, so we would keep drinking to see if we were doing it wrong, right? So, but that's not a good first pick to actually try to do anything.
No,
so it was like,
I didn't have that opportunity, man. We didn't have I didn't have a liquor cabinet because my mom and dad went to church. They were church goers, and they didn't have alcohol.
Oh, my mom she went to church and stuff too, but she, they'd have their little liquor and stuff. And
now,
but it was
my
like,
dad.
Here's the thing though, when you did it as a kid, and this was common for a lot of kids to do. Obviously, you don't want your parents knowing you're taking it. So what do? You got to put a little water in the bottle. And after a point, mom was like realizing it was watered down.
Watered down, man. I got ripped at the liquor store. Shit. Now, my dad told me, he goes, son, I was never an alcoholic. I was a drunk because I never went to the meeting.
Got to go to class to be an alcoholic.
Yeah, my dad told me he would drink a glass of Jack Daniels in the morning before he went to work. My mom told him, either you stop drinking or we're leaving. And he quit. Never saw my dad. I never saw him drink ever. To this day, I've never. He keeps like stuff in the cabinet to barbecue on, but I've never seen that man drink. And I was like, that's impressive. Yeah. My mom threatened him, and he stopped quick. But I'm taking the kids and leaving.
Yeah, it's funny. My folks are in their 70s, and they've recently in the last couple of years they have quit drinking beer.
Oh, wow.
They really appreciated their beer, and they're like, no, don't need it. And they have a fridge full of every non-alcoholic beer you can imagine. My dad is so adventurous with that now. He orders it in from other provinces.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, mind you, he has a wicked, awesome Scotch collection. Okay. Every once in a while, he'll open one of those up and take a nip. Yeah. I think the most expensive one he's got is about $1,000.
Wow. Okay.
We need to try that, man.
And it was a gift from a friend. It might not be that much. It might be like $600 or $700. It might be exaggerating, but I know it's extremely expensive. But
Ray's like, this is in the will, right? Just in case.
My brother gets the guns and I get the scotch.
There you go, man. That's even better, man.
So. Yeah. I don't know why that popped in my head, but it just popped in my head when I was just there thinking that. So
that's a good question.
Yeah, I never had to experience that because my parents, like I said, my parents never had alcohol in the house. So but I was like, I got introduced to alcohol in 8th grade. I went to a birthday party and her brother was in high school. So they were out on the lake on a pontoon boat and they were liquored up. So they got all us little 8th graders on the pontoon boat, and we got liquored up too. And that poor mama had to call all the parents because she caught us. And luckily, my mom and dad's good friends with her, and she was so embarrassed. And she goes, "I'm so sorry." But man, that was the first time I got liquored up was in 8th grade.
Do you guys remember, like, if it had happened to you? Or I can remember what happened to me, like the first time, like you were like drunk in front of your parents, and you're trying not to be.
In high school, without a doubt.
In high school, you remember?
Got home. I'll tell you. I got home. I was like 5 minutes late, drunk off my ass, and my dad said, "Where the hell you been? You're 5 minutes late." And I said, "Man, shut up, old man." And the next thing I knew,
you woke up the next day.
My dad had me. My dad's shorter than me, and he had me dangling by my throat because you get away with that back then. He had me. I was dangling. My mom said, "If you don't let him go, we're leaving," because he was choking the shit out of me, and it hurt my dad because my dad never heard me say that before. And my mom said, "You know, like years later, he goes, he was crying in that room when you said that."
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mom, I was drunk.
Yeah,
I did not mean that, but that was shit face. I don't even know how I drove myself home.
Yeah,
I mean, there were so many times and me being a cop, I've seen a lot of devastating accidents from drunk drivers, and I'm like, dude, what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah.
God was on my side.
It was a different time back then, for sure, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
We had less people on the roads and stuff, because you're only a few years younger than me, so it was a little bit different.
Yeah.
But because we were talking earlier about the beer, I can remember, like, riding around with family members, they'd have, like, their beer can in a paper bag when they're driving a car, and nobody thought twice about it, you know?
Or walking down the road, beer in
just
a
a kid in the
bag,
back
probably
seat,
like, hey, how's it going?
no seatbelt. You're just sliding across the seat back and forth.
Oh, my mom, she remembers putting me in a bassinet, no seatbelt, just putting in the front seat of the car with her, you know, when I was a baby. And now it's like, dude, you get crucified if you don't have a car seat.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that new law in California about car seats?
Oh, dear God, I'm afraid to ask. California.
They're now saying that any child under the age of 16, if they're shorter than 4'9", has to be in a car seat.
What?
Under 16?
What?
If you're 16 or under, and you're shorter than 4'9".
Oh my God!
But what if you were like Gary Coleman? You were over 16 and you were still under 4'9". Would you have to go to car?
And the guy was like, I don't know, 50 years old, and he was 5'4".
Well, I know they had stuff in the front seat for like people they were like short or whatever, because they were warning them if the airbag went off, it could decapitate you. So I wonder if that's a part of it as well.
Yeah, you know, but it's California, man.
It's a new law that went into effect. Yeah, so if you're 16 or under and you're shorter than 4'9", you're supposed to be in a car seat.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember when I was in the Marines, I went to California, and you know, I'm a small town country boy, and it was like being on a different planet in California. It was just weird, and especially in LA and San Diego. It was like, because it was just weird over there.
Yeah.
Me. I mean, not saying they're weird, but I mean, it was just a different,
it's different
type of culture, like, you know, over there. So
it's like growing up in New Jersey, and when I was a kid, I went down in summer with my brother's family. We went to Mississippi because they had like a family down there, and we were kind of down there. It was just different. It's just seeing the different
the
laws.
South is a lot
the way people act. I remember we went to Virginia as a kid. I had family down in Charlottesville, and I went to school with my cousin one day, and we got in trouble for something. And the principal was talking about paddling us.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whoa, oh, no. Yep. Like, and my cousin was like, oh, he was like, I guess we're going to get paddled. Like, no, we're not. Like, I said, back to back. I was like, if he comes one way, you got him. If he comes my way, I got him. Like, he ain't paddling. Like, they called our parents and like, we don't do that in New Jersey. You can't paddle.
Yeah, you got paddled in Florida, man.
It's like in New Jersey, if a teacher touched you, you were allowed to touch them back. My senior year in high school, I had an incident with my track coach, who was my science teacher at the time. We were basically practicing for track and field. I threw shot put at the time. And the next day we had a matchup coming, and he was one of the members to actually clean the fields. You know, they was wanting some of the players pick up trash, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, we got maintenance crews for that or whatever. Like, And so where I threw shot put out was on top of a hill. And I was like starting to walk off. He tried to grab me, and I felt like he was trying to knee me in the groin. And I just grabbed him, and I threw him down his hill, and he's just rolling.
Oh,
He's
dude,
rolling.
Florida,
And
you'll go to jail
and,
for
and
that,
the track
man.
team is like cracking up, seeing what happened. He's like, "You're off the team." And I'm like, "Cool, I'm off the team." We ended up going to meet with the vice principal. Like the next day, they called my mom and all kind of stuff, and then I told him my side of the story, and I got no discipline for it. They were like, he should have never put his hands on you, and it shouldn't have been done this and that.
Dude,
and
in Florida, you will get charged with battery on a school board employee, which is a felony.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it depends on the state. Yeah, but it was kind of like
states are different, man.
Yeah, and so it was kind of like they were like, "Oh, you come back on the track team if you apologize." Like, well, I'm not apologizing. I didn't do anything. It's like I've already got my letters for college. I'm not even worried about it or blah blah blah. And then they ended up losing a couple of meets. They ended up asking me to come back to the team because they needed help to get points and stuff. So I ended up going back to the team. But it was just, it was just kind of funny. And I still got friends to this day. Like, you should have never threw Mr. Kraft down the hill like that. Like, he shouldn't have grabbed me. Like, I still like. It was like, but yeah, nowadays, like you said, Dave, you can't even do some of that stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
well, I've got some kids that are just hateful. I mean, and they deserve it. But teachers, we can't even get teachers here in Florida because the way
it's a tough job nowadays.
It is horrible, man.
I mean, I couldn't be a teacher because I'd just be like,
hell no.
Somebody's getting fired today. So just to see some of the videos and stuff that I see on
dude.
Oh, was that I can't put a Simpsons thing up because it'll flag me.
Oh, right.
I forgot I don't know if it was Florida or what, but this it was at a basketball game, and it was this kid just going, and he put his hand and he punched him and he pushed him, and they were walking out. He finally got him to walk out, and all of a sudden you see the school resource deputy come in or officer and grabbed him and did like
flipped him over. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guarantee you he won't touch that guy anymore.
It was like Jim Ross. He's got a chair. He's got a chair. Like WWE.
Dude, that was like, I want to meet that guy. That was awesome.
I give it up for some of those teachers though, because some of the stuff they tolerate and let slide. I just couldn't do it. I just be like, nope. Okay. New time for a career change. And then some of the parents had to come up and defend their kids for the bad actions. It's like,
oh yeah, dude.
Did you not see the same video I saw? Because the video I saw,
it doesn't make sense. The kids all day long. The parents, I just want to pull my taser out and just pull the trigger and hold it, and just hold it, because it won't stop until that battery goes dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I used to coach football and basketball, it was never the kids; it was always the parents that were the worst part of it.
Oh, why isn't my son playing? I had one the other night. I was working a game, and the guy tapped the coach on the shoulder. I know my son's better than this guy that you just played. And the coach turned around like, "Hey, dude, I'm coaching. If you want to talk after the game, we'll talk after the game." But I'm like, dude, this guy just got out of jail too, the dad. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a long night with a lot of paperwork. I can see it right now. But luckily he didn't do nothing stupid. So
when I coached, they were like 8 to 10-year-olds. When I coached one season, and when my kids run down, it was like a blacktop league, so it was an outside league. And he runs down the other end, he comes back up, and he's crying when he's coming back up the court. So I was like, call time out, see what's going on. And he's like, I'm just confused. You tell me to do this, and I get down the end of the court, and my dad tells me to do this. And I just told him, I said, look, when you're out here, I'm your dad. I'm your daddy, right?
I'm your dad.
And whenever I talked to the dad, I told the dad the pretty much same thing. When you put your kid out here and I'm coaching them, you don't say anything. You just sit there and you watch.
There you go. That's the way it should be.
And he understood and he backed up. Now I'm bigger than the average guy at times, so it's kind of like he didn't really want to smoke either. But it's kind of like, dude, like you can't.
This guy I had to deal with. He was like,
and he's crying and stuff like that. He can't play, and so. Yeah, sometimes you got to step in and do that. So, and kids
I just want this game to get over so I can go home on time. And this guy was like built like a rock, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to tase this guy because he's obviously bigger than I am. And yeah.
You're like, I got to tase this guy, and I hope it works because it might not.
Oh well, for muscular guys like that taser will do wonders.
Okay.
Because it's all about muscle restriction.
Oh, so they're more sensitive to it.
Yeah, when the probes hit you,
yeah,
it's like the more muscular you are, the worse it is.
So your nightmare would be like Ralphie May or somebody.
Yeah. Or if he's got this, if he's like severely autistic and he has this strength that he doesn't realize he has and he don't feel pain, I'm like, then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, let me see here. I don't even know where I left off on the comments.
Oh man, this is way after my bedtime, by the way.
Long hair, freaky people need not apply pre-drop. Oh, let me see. Paul said, I thought so too. Ray that's right. That was the. Wait a minute, that a different one? Heard a couple. Oh no, that was Big Daddy said. Heard a couple near me pounding beers at a bar restaurant. Gave a couple to their 14-year-old. They made him drive home. He got a deal. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you're going to be two parents, someone has to be responsible.
Yeah, my wife. When we go to breweries, she don't drink, so she's my DD.
Well, I don't know how it is in Florida or Canada, but like, but here
she might have. I don't know.
She skipped Fort Worth. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ginger.
Like here in Ohio, as a parent, you can take your child to the bar and you can order drinks for your child as long as the bartender hands it to you and you hand it to your child and they don't leave your general area.
What?
You can give alcohol to your child.
Oh, hell no. You go to jail for that. That's child endangerment.
And if you're there with the child, you can provide alcohol to them as long as you're
if you're the parent or legal guardian,
that's child
you can do that in Ohio.
Oh, that's child
that explains why we get so much of that up at some of the like dance comps and cheer comps that we run at the convention center I work at. Parents are always like, well, no, I gave it to him. It's fine. Like, well, no, our liquor laws don't allow that here.
Yeah.
It's also if you're married, like if you get married at 21 and your bride is under 21 or your groom's under 21, the husband or wife can buy alcohol and give it to your partner, and that's totally legal.
See, this is what I don't agree with. If like when I was in the military, obviously I was like 18 when I started, and I could go to war and die for my country, but I can't drink legally in whatever state I'm in. I never understood that.
Yeah.
Like I was in North Carolina and you couldn't drink until you were 21, just like Florida. You can't drink until you're 21. And I'm like, man, I can die for my country. I can take a bullet, but I can't have a beer. I mean, something's wrong here.
Yeah, I never agree with that. It's funny, when I went to West Virginia, the year before I went, the drinking age was 18. I go my freshman year, they moved to 21. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, Florida was the same way. It was 18. My dad told me, he's like, yeah, it was 18 for a while. And then, like, when I became of age in high school, it changed. It went to 21. And I'm like, oh, you bastards.
Yeah.
So when I was like, I don't know, 16, 17, my father and I went to a funeral. And after the funeral, my father and I and one of his friends and his friend's son, who was also like 16, 17, went to a bar because my father and the other guy wanted to have a drink or two after the funeral. Get to the bar, sit down. Waitress comes over, asks what we want. They told him the beers, and me and the other kid jokingly were like, we'll take Budweiser's. And she walked off, came back and gave us Budweiser's. And both our dads are like, what the hell is this? What are you doing? They're underage. And she's just like, yeah, but you're their parents, right? As long as I hand you the beer, that's why I first learned about it. They were going to give us beer. Of course, I was like, hell no, that's not happening.
Well, I like that. That's pretty cool.
He's like, Dad, we don't want to be rude, so of course we accept it.
Yeah, come on, Dad, we can't be rude.
Yeah, it's a really weird law in Ohio that you can do that.
Paul, I don't want anybody's baby diaper ass on the table. That's all I can leave.
I told you, man, he's on fire tonight. It's crazy.
0 dogs or cats. I can't do barking. I kind of freak out with barking, sadly. I'm allergic to cats, but dogs and cats are cool. Hashtag don't look at me. Yeah,
Don't look at me.
You be the Dennis Hopper in the bar. Service parents.
I freaking hate zombies.
Yeah, always the majority is wrong. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Happy Dad Seltzer's a lifestyle change of choice during your transition.
Yeah, I think seltzers are the downfall of manhood.
He is on
I think it's time
fire.
for me to leave, guys. I got to check out.
Yeah, it's getting close for me too.
Paul's just
Vodka.
being too mean. That's all.
Yeah, vodka you can refill to the same level with water, but yeah, can't really do it with Cuddy Sart.
No.
Grandmas and
Wild
moms
turkey.
do catch on eventually.
I haven't had
You
wild
can't-
turkey in a long time. Yeah,
Oh,
wild
You
turkey,
you can't mix water with Everclear; it turns white.
True.
Great.
Oh, you guys,
though.
you guys like that video earlier of the guy doing the what you call for Chicago,
The Malort.
the Malort. Yeah, he actually has a video. He has a video of him doing Everclear too, which is also pretty hilarious. I have more grade than John, so I'm officially older than him.
It's just good lighting. That's all. That's why it's not showing up.
You telling me I've got bad lighting, John?
You let Paul go so long, and then Paul comes up with something like that. So
Paul's been on fire tonight. His comments have been amazing.
Doers, divorce. Killed a bottle of divorce at the wedding reception with friends, of course. Well, a friend.
One friend.
Both of my parents have found alcohol and are full on drunks, and they are super fun. They're like the best parents in the world. Losers. Grandmas are the best car seat I ever had. Plus, California needs to get swept into the sea. Well, they get an earthquake at some point.
Yeah, it'd be like Escape to LA or whatever.
Oh, with Kurt Russell back in the day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was the sequel wasn't as good as the first one. Escape
No,
from New
Escape
York.
from New York was the best, and I really had an actor for the remake, but he's dead now. The guy that played the Green Mile to play.
Oh, Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, to play.
The old kid spirit. Yeah,
because what's his face is dead now too, but that played what was his name? The villain
that played in which one?
Escape from New York.
Well, Isaac Hayes was the villain in Escape from New York.
Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
So I had it all planned out, man, for the remake, and it just never happened. They're all dead now, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Right? Yeah, I heard they're making a thing 2 now, which is going to be interesting.
Really?
I mean, they did a thing originally, but then they had to remake with Kurt Russell, which I like the Kurt Russell remake they did of it. I don't know if they need to do like a thing 2 though. I feel
You're talking about the prequel that they did?
No, a new thing. You know the thing with Kurt Russell.
Right. They did a prequel.
They're going to do a sequel to that.
Okay.
They're talking about.
I heard about that. John Carpenter is supposed to be involved with that one. So
right.
Yep.
But the prequel, I thought it was okay. It just, I don't know.
I didn't see the prequel to it though.
Yeah, you ought to see the prequel because it lines up like at the end. I won't, but it lines up with the beginning of the original thing. The end of the remake or the prequel, it lines up with the thing.
Now, I will say I am a fan of the Alien franchise, and I got to admit, Alien Earth was actually done pretty well to kind of link something.
I haven't finished it yet.
That was a pretty good series, I thought.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
I've watched 3 or 4 of them, but I haven't finished it yet.
So if you haven't watched, if you've seen Alien, if you've seen like Prometheus, and what was the one after Prometheus? The second one. The one that had dude from HBO.
The Covenant, or is that Alien?
The Covenant. Yeah. So Alien Earth fits in between the Covenant and the first Alien.
Oh, okay.
So that's where it fits in the timeline, and it kind of ties some stuff in there. It's pretty interesting to actually watch and see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish it.
Yeah, it's some pretty good acting on it. I mean, for a TV series, it was good. Even Sigourney Weaver was talking about watching it, just getting like chills watching it, just knowing that she had done so much with the other Alien parts of the franchise. So,
right.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't do scary.
No, no scary. So what's your main movie genre for you guys? Like, what do you like to watch? Like comedy?
100%. I want to be entertained. I want to laugh. I want to blow off. Yeah. Life is too heavy. I just want comedy.
Bro, I'm a big horror and sci-fi guy.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like sci-fi.
I love horror. I just love the old 80s horror.
What'd you think of?
You like it more suspenseful or the more gory? Because there's a difference in the horror.
I like them all. I like them all. But
I mean, like if you do like a Saw type thing, that's definitely more gory.
Yeah, I'm a big zombie guy, so I'm like Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living, those type of movies. So
yeah. Well, you said Night of the Living Dead, so if Paul's still watching, you got his juices flowing now because he loves that's just like his favorite movie.
I love George Romero. He died way too soon.
Yeah.
Big fan. One of my favorite movies is it's kind of like true gothic horror, but it's also sci-fi. Is Event Horizon.
I remember that. Larry Fishburne. I remember that one.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
That is such a creepy, crazy movie.
Yeah, it's like out there, but it is really. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I like sci-fi. I just don't like scary sci-fi.
You're not an alien kind of guy. You're not a predator.
Really.
You're not a predator kind of guy.
How'd you guys feel about Mad Max Fury Road?
Honestly, I was not a huge fan of Fury Road. I thought it was okay, but I like the original Mad Max with Mel Gibson.
I love the original too, but I found I was holding my breath and sitting on the edge of my seat during Fury Road.
Is that the newest one? The one,
That's the newest one,
the prequel to
didn't they have another one that came out though too? It was off one of the characters from Fury Road. They had another one.
I think Fury Road or the one
Fury Road was
like a prequel to
Fury Road that had
she
Tom
was
Hardy
young then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's a prequel to that, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was right on the edge of my seat. Now it could have been. I mean, I watched it at a buddy of mine's place. He's got a massive home theater. So audio is incredible.
Make it better.
And audio is incredible. Screen is incredible. He's got an 8K projector.
Nice.
He's got the same projector screen that Disney uses in their preview studios before they release a film to make sure it's right. This guy movies is his thing. So he's still got a massive collection of Blu-rays and an amazing Blu-ray player. So but it's that's kind of my thing. I mean, zombies, love Zombieland.
That was more humor. Yeah. What did you see? Shaun of the Dead? Were you a fan of Shaun of the Dead then?
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead is great.
Yeah,
absolutely great. So
actually,
Hot Fuzz was funny too.
He played.
Hot Fuzz was hilarious.
He had a cameo in Land of the Dead that George Romero did.
Right.
Simon Pegg did.
Yeah, Simon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big zombie guy. I love apocalyptic style movies.
Did you see 28 Years Later?
I haven't. I want to watch that, but I haven't.
It's interesting. It's interesting. I mean,
because
we saw that at the theater when it came out because we were big fans of 28 Days. And then we watched it 28 months later, and then this came out. The one I'm really wanting to see, and that it seems like they might have finally got it worked out, would be World War Z, the next chapter, because
are they doing another one?
That's actually a trilogy, and they had trouble putting stuff together, and if things were happening, they fell apart, and things were happening again. So I want to see if they get the other ones going. And apparently, they're coming out with the another one for the Will Smith movie he did. What was that one? The zombie one.
The vampire. It depends on which one you watch. Like The Last Man on Earth. It's all the same book. Like the old ones. What was the name? I know
the one he was he's a doctor trying to get the formula.
Nebel or something like that. Dr. Nebel.
Yeah, they're doing like a sequel to
Charleston Heston did one where he was Dr. What's the name of it?
I'm gonna look here and see. Shit. Where's my movie buffs at out there?
What is the name of it?
Zombie. I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're supposedly doing a sequel to that now. So I guess apparently he doesn't die in the explosion or something at the end, possibly.
Yeah,
And
that's a remake of Charleston Heston's movie.
yeah,
He did one that's supposed to be based on the same book.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
I hope they do make another. That was
what
a
do
good movie.
you think about them doing a Running Man remake? But they just came out with this weekend as well. It looks interesting. It looks interesting now.
What was the other one they remade that Arnold did?
Well, Arnold did the first. Well, he did the one.
Right.
I don't know if it was a remake for that. He did Total Recall. Was that one?
Yeah, they did a remake of Total Recall with
yeah.
That one was okay.
Yeah. This one looks a little bit different on how they're doing it, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. It comes out this weekend, so
I'm gonna watch it just to see, you know. But gotta have Arnold in it, man. Come on.
I feel like that's kind of a movie to wait to like Netflix or Prime or wherever before going to a theater.
Well, it's like 28 years later, it's on Netflix, but you got to have the upgraded version of Netflix to watch the movie.
Yep. What's the upgraded version though?
I've got the free version.
I know I pay for something, so I better be on mine if I want to watch.
I've got the one. Yeah, it's like I've got the version that T-Mobile. I have free Apple Plus. I have free Netflix, but it's the basic with commercials.
You get commercials on. Okay.
Yeah,
I got T-Mobile. I wouldn't mind getting Apple Plus. They actually got some shows in there.
It's free for Magenta. The Magenta. I have the Magenta plan.
Oh, is it Magenta? Is that your internet though at home to watch?
No, just
on the phone.
On the phone.
Okay, I'll have to look into that then.
Yeah, I get Hulu, I get Netflix and Apple Plus with that plan.
Yeah,
nice.
I get amazed by some of the people that get to. Like I was talking to somebody earlier at work today. Like I have no idea how people find time to watch all these different shows that come on. Like I struggle to get time in. Like
yeah,
you
me
said,
too.
You have binge to try to catch the Guinness show, but it's like people are like, oh, you didn't watch this? It was you know what? Like how do you have much time to do that? I don't know. I don't know where you're getting the time from.
When I get off here, I'm going to go finish the Alien series in the living room because the wife is asleep, so I'm not going to wake her ass up because she'll get mad. I'm just going to go in the living room. And
you have to let me know what I enjoyed. Like I finished the whole first season of that. I thought it was pretty good there. So
I saw something on YouTube where they were like, "Oh, season 2 is canceled for that," and I'm like,
I see that.
Come on, man.
Well, apparently I gotta get ready for this. I gotta get ready for the Stranger Things college years because that's about to come out. They said Thanksgiving. Finally, so
yes, in November.
Wrap that one up.
Yes.
So. I'm like, the main character is 21 now, so he's got to be like the college. Like, he can't be like the next day. I mean,
I was so pissed when they killed the Goonies character. I was so mad that season 1.
Yeah.
Was it Sean Astin? Is it Sean Astin?
It's so funny. It's so funny you said the Goonies character because to me, I thought Rudy. I thought when Rudy died, right?
I was like, damn, man, they done got homie from Goonies, man. They killed him right off the bat. Damn. But couldn't let him go to season 2 at least.
I finished Yellowstone recently too, so that took me a while to get back and get that one done. So
yeah, my wife, she's all into that. She's watching. Actually, my wife is watching a Canadian Western, not a Western, but it's a modern on Netflix. I forgot the name of it. It's about rodeoing and stuff. It's a modern day Western, but I mean it's like a family oriented thing where and I'm like, I can't get into it. It's not hard, it's not sci-fi.
Dave's like, this ain't Josie Wells. I can't mess around.
Yeah, this is not a fistful of dollars. I can't watch that shit, dude. Hang them high.
Oh man, that's some throwbacks right there.
Yeah,
Western,
some Italian shit.
Clint Eastwood, man, back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's old as fuck now, dude. Shit.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know how, like you said, I don't know how people find all the time to watch this stuff. I've been trying to catch up on all your guys' videos.
Dude, that's the thing.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
I get home from work. I make dinner,
videos.
Eat up from dinner, do some housework, and then I'm beat. I mean, my job is way more mental than physical. By the end of the day, my brain is done.
Mine is too. I did with middle schoolers.
And
so
the other thing is, I'm on a computer all day long with 3 screens. I work on 3 screens all day long.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I'm out. I just want to sit on the back porch and have a beer.
I just watched the last couple of episodes of the Alchemist. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to watch them guys. You know?
Yeah, we've been trying to get some stuff back out there again. I've got a couple that I'm trying to get through editing. Paul's pushing me to do more of the stuff. You can tell when they're my edits because it's got an opening, it's got some cut scenes, and then it ends. So
no, it's tough. I get done working. It's like I get done work, and it's by the time you get something to eat or whatever for dinner, and it's like, oh shit, I need to get a video put together. Then you're trying to watch some other. It's just like the time is gone. It just goes.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I think we're actually going to get the wife
mad at me because I'm not out there hanging out with her and I'm trying to get videos done.
Yeah.
I think Paul and I are going to get the wives to do some more videos for us because
I gotta watch that one. I gotta watch that one.
I love it.
It's great. Awesome. It's great.
They got double the views that we normally get on most of our videos. So.
Oh, you guys are fired. Just have them do it.
I think so.
Yeah. It's funny.
But, it was a ton of fun. It was we've been bugging them since we started doing this to get an episode, and Paul and his wife came over. Paul and I wanted to do a couple quick videos, and I was like, "Hey!" As soon as my wife came up from working with her clients, I was like, "Hey, you're done?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Great. You're gonna do a video. You're gonna review an English style bitter." And she's like, "What?" And yeah, a lot of our friends are like, "How much did Carol drink before she did that?" And I was like, "She had nothing. She just walked in from work and bam, go."
Nice. I did one at Sebastian Inlet on the beach. And I was going to do it by myself, so I convinced my wife. So we had this old tree laying down in the water, so I put my camera, got it all set up, and we're out there. I got this like a blind ale or something. So I'm like smelling it. I said, "Hun, what do you smell? What does it smell like?" "Beer." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm going on my Brady notes and whatever, and we're tasting it. "What's it taste like to you, hon?" "Beer." It's like, got to taste something more than beer. Come on, hon. So my sister-in-law walks up and she starts going like, "Oh, I compare this with that and that and that," and not like, "You're fired, hon. Get over here."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I've got to get off. I got to get up a little early, probably like Ginger Yeti does. So, I love
6 a.m. flight,
man.
You didn't get any more alerts, did you? Like about the flight or anything?
Yeah.
Not yet. Yeah. Hopefully, it's still good.
Yeah.
Or I might just be living in the airport.
The worst thing, you get there and they're like, "Oh, you didn't get the alert." Like,
yeah,
sorry,
right? Canceled you.
Yeah, those lounge chairs in the airport are always so comfortable to take a nap in.
Yeah, just plug your phone in and put your earphones. You're good, dude.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fine.
Ginger Yeti, where are you headed to? Are you doing
Knoxville, Tennessee?
Are you doing a show?
Yeah, I'm heading out on a tour.
Okay, cool.
Now, I will say some of my people that I spoke with over the years out of Knoxville, I used to handle Tennessee as part of my job. Some good beers down there, from what I've been told. So you might be able to get some good stuff when you're down there as well if you're looking to pick up anything.
Oh yeah, there's some really good breweries down there. I mean, Zool, obviously, I always talk about Zool.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of good breweries down in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Who are you heading out with this time?
Whitechapel again.
Nice. Oh, nice.
But it's only a U.S. tour, mainly the eastern half of the U.S.
Cool.
So were they like making preparations in case anything goes crazy with the airline? Like we're ready to get set up, depending on where you're going, on buses or something, or?
I mean, everybody other than a couple of us crew guys lives at Knoxville.
Okay.
So it's just a couple of us that have to fly in, and then we get on a tour bus and just ride the bus.
Also, I'm saying, okay, so you go to Knoxville and then you go on a bus and you ride from there. Okay.
Right.
So it's not flying out from anywhere else. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I just got to make it down to Knoxville.
Yeah.
That's cool. We'll get there. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up with a show tomorrow that I wasn't planning on. So, but it should be pretty chill. It's a duo. They've got their full in-ear monitoring system. I've just got to patch them into the front of house. The only note that I got was mix reverbs and delays to taste for the room.
Interesting. Okay.
Sweet. So it should be a good one. And then I've got a doozy coming up on the 28th. They're bringing in an LD. They're bringing in, I mean, it's a 200 cap room. They're bringing in all sorts of extra crap. Their rider said that all of the gear, they didn't get the tech specs for the room because everything that we have installed is on their absolutely not list on their rider. So
You have fun with that.
Excellent. That's gonna be a fun day.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to bounce. Rod, thank you for having me on, dude. It's been
Definitely. We tried to set up last weekend, but the last weekend it was kind of fell off a little bit. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I probably fell asleep. I remember something being said, but
yeah. You were having a few last week, though. I remember.
Oh yeah, I did like 5 or 6 reviews back to back. Potent. But Anderson, be careful. Have fun, guys. Peace.
Yeah, good talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Cheers, Dave.
I expect you to send that to me, by the way, right?
Cheers.
So, see y'all later.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Yeah.
And then there were 3.
And then it's the 3 wise men. Well, I don't know about wise, but yeah, no, this is fun. So, I need to pop up some more live streams and stuff and I think I might go with more of the virtual bar type stuff too. Todd couldn't make it tonight. He told us in the chat or whatever, but got to get Todd and back up here and get some Shannon action as well. People love when Shannon comes on. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm bummed him and Shannon didn't make it out to that beer festival.
Yeah, that was kind of thing. They had something pop up there where they couldn't make it. They were set to go. So
yeah, I was really bummed it didn't show up.
Yeah. And they're going to be. I'm going to see them in February. So if you went to look to come down, February 7th is the Cincinnati Beer Fest at Duke Energy Center. We get like 200 something breweries. We get about 500 beers usually for that. So if you look out on the calendar to see where you're at, I know Todd and Shannon are going to come up. We're going to volunteer because usually I volunteer to pour and stuff because at our things. You volunteer and you're encouraged to drink as well. So you get it basically for free, and I get to drink, and I get to go around and sample everything. We work in this shift, so trust me, it doesn't even feel like you're volunteering. It's a good time, but it's a great way to come in and meet some of the brewers and have some great conversations and have some great beer and stuff. So we have a blast every time we do it. So they're already on board for that.
I'll have to look into it if I'm home. That's not a far drive.
No, it's not. So, but February 7th is when it's going to be. They have 2 sessions, the day and the night. We do the daytime usually because we're older and the nighttime gets a little crazy. Just gets a little out of hand. But they get the whole silent disco and all kinds of stuff there that people really enjoy it. So it's a blast.
Volunteer for the day and attend the night.
Yeah, that can happen too. Yeah. It's funny, they do an orientation and they give you like a talk at the beginning. You're here, have fun, enjoy yourself, make sure you're covering your stations, pour beer, definitely drink. And they're like, but what's that one rule where everybody's like, don't be that guy or whatever. But I'm like, the worst thing that can happen to you is you drink too much and they send you home. I'm not sure where people lose in this type of situation. So I drink too much, I get to leave early, but I've had great beer the whole time. For free.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But Ray, you come on down from Canada, you and Paul, come on down. So, but yeah, if you decide you want to go, let me know because I'm going to be bringing a group of however many number of people and they get the free passes and stuff on there for us to do it. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So.
That's really cool. I may be in Europe then. I'm not sure yet. But if not, I'd definitely come down.
Well, you are a jet setter, that's for sure. So, he's over there. I'm on the balcony. Are you muted, Ray? You're not saying anything. You're talking, but I'm not hearing anything. Now you're muted. Yeah,
I see his lips moving, but
you changed head.
The microphone's not on.
Hold on. Let me take you off of mute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Now you're not muted, but your mic's not connected. We can't
Maybe use
hear
sign
you.
language. Use some sign language.
Ray's
This has
world.
been a night.
His word's going to come in later, like the old kung fu flicks back in the day.
This has been a night of technical difficulties.
Well, he changed headsets and microphone. We can't hear you. I got that word. I
know what that was.
Yeah. Growing up in Jersey, I know what that one is.
How about now?
Oh,
Now
hey.
we hear you. Yeah.
I've got 15 audio devices hooked up to this thing. So it gets a little confusing.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff happening. So you switched the headset. The other one died on you, or?
No, I was getting reprimanded for my kid for being too loud.
Oh. Yeah. It's funny when the kid is like, "Go to bed, Dad. You're drunk."
But I'm not. So this is a doozy.
Yeah.
It's called Hop Eye. The hazy IPA. It's dank.
What's the ABV on that one?
6.8. It's not that high,
Okay.
but
Not that high.
but it's thick.
Yeah.
Can't see Alan's face.
Right? No, can't see. But you can see Rod J's.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, Ron J's face.
Rod J's face. Yeah. Well, I'm three sugars. I'm three
I'm ending
sugars
the night
and
with
one
this.
hazy IPA. Oh, the fretboard. Well, you wore the shirt.
Nice.
So there you go. Super crushed.
That looks
I
good.
have to get some more fretboard beers. I think I told you about fretboard, what they did with their one tap one year at one of the beer festivals. They ran it through a Peter Frampton guitar. It was a cool.
That's
it was
amazing.
Cool. Yeah. It was cool.
You know, Fretboard has been one of those breweries that was always at the Ohio beer festivals.
Mm-hmm.
And when they first started popping up the beer festivals, I don't think their beer was that good. I was always excited. I'm like, this is a cool name, a cool idea. Beer's kind of disappointing. And now they've really stepped their game up, and their beers have been like top notch lately, like really good beers.
Yeah. I think that's kind of just like kind of the growing effect too, right? Like and then knowing where you're at in the environment. Like in Cincinnati, we have 70 like breweries or whatever. So you got to step the game up to stay competitive. And they rose up and became one of the solid ones here.
I went to a weird one in where the hell was that? It's right on the state line
For Ohio and Kentucky?
for Ohio and Indiana.
Was it up where you're at, or was it down near me?
No, down near you. See if Google will work real quick here. It was in Harrison, West Harrison.
Okay, because Harrison actually borders both. Harrison that borders Indiana and Kentucky. So part of Harrison is Indiana, part's Kentucky. Yeah.
And their location is a really cool spot. And if you walked like 15, 20 feet, you're in Indiana.
Right. Because they go over the border, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a road there that the east side of the road was in Ohio and the west side of the road was in Indiana.
But it wasn't Fretboard, right? Because the Fretboard's got a place in Harrison.
Yeah, Fretboard in Harrison.
It was Fretboard Harrison. That's the one you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right there, like on the state line, basically.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's like 3 businesses down from Indiana.
That's funny.
Yeah, they are right there because actually I pulled it up on my phone here and it sits like right there, Indiana, Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that location. It was a cool spot. They had some dude, he was playing guitar and had some foot pedal things going on for drums and other things. And it's a really lively spot. It was on a Friday night. Really good spot. Really fun time. It's like 2 stories.
That sounds cool.
Cool location. Yeah, I would definitely go back there again. I don't know if I'd ever be in that area again in my life, but I would definitely go back to that place.
Well, Harrison is 24, 25 minutes from me where I'm at here. So it's not too far.
There are at least 2 breweries on the Ohio and Tap app in that area.
Well, there was a Hearth Brewing that I just saw here as well.
Yeah, I went there. I think it's the other brewery I went to.
And the 1860 tap room and bottle shop is also Harrison.
I didn't go to that.
Okay.
But that fretboard place is really cool. And again, like I said, I've been going to the Ohio like beer festivals, mainly in Columbus and some in Cleveland for years and years and years. I remember Fretboard always being there, and I'm like, cool name, but the beers aren't that good. But now the beers have been like, they've really done a good job with their beers.
Yeah. Well, with you
That's
being
awesome.
here in Ohio, I need to try to see if you're in town next year to get you connected with the Ohio Brewers Association so you can join me at the conference that takes place next year.
I'd love to come down for that.
I think next year, last year was this past year was Columbus. I want to think next year it might be Dayton or something like that. I got to find out from their president and stuff. But it was a great time and great opportunity to meet a lot of the breweries and have a lot of conversations with them. So I'll definitely put you in to see if you can join me for that, and they can get you set up with the media pass.
There's some great breweries in Dayton. I drank one of these earlier.
It's so funny. So Warp
Thanks to
Wing,
you. Thanks to you.
Midwest Beers. They got that one that just came out, but I just spoke with them. They actually have that Esther's Candy one about to come out that she told me they're going to be releasing up at the one they actually have in Dayton. But I have one I didn't realize, a tap room for them 20 minutes from me, and that's going to be coming out next week. So I'm going to actually go check that out over there. But they're doing some good stuff. I haven't been to Warp. Never been to Warp Ring Brewery. I haven't had their beers in a bit of time, so I definitely need to check that stuff out.
Yeah, I hit up 2 different locations of theirs.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I kind of like us being in Ohio and having like that hidden secret of the great beers that we're actually getting. Like, I almost feel bad sometimes telling the stories, and I want more people coming to Ohio and kind of, I kind of like having us just being able to have these gems, but a lot of great beer in Ohio.
It's crazy how many breweries Ohio has. It's insane.
And
I mean, just
really,
on the go ahead.
I was going to say, what's really sad is Paul's got family in Ohio. He goes there quite often, and he's never brought any good beers back.
Terrible. Well, he goes right where Warp Wing is that John just mentioned as well. So
okay, he's
in
a
that
fucking
area.
jerk.
I mean, he could pull over at one of the gas stations to find good beer. That's how when he comes down. So it's just a lot of good stuff happening. Plus, he's supposed to let me know when he comes back down again because his family is only about 40 minutes from me. So we talk about getting together.
Yeah, sad story there. His uncle sold that massive property that he had down there with the big house with all the rooms. And so I'm not sure where they're going from there or what's going to happen with that now. So,
okay. That's probably why he hasn't said anything then. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume that's the Dayton area, right?
Right. Yeah. That Paul goes to.
Yeah, there's so many good breweries down that area. He could have picked beers up for you from. Toxic Brewing. That place is awesome.
Yeah. And you come down to Yellow Springs, we can see if we can do a Dave Chappelle sighting because he's in Yellow Springs.
The thing is,
is he?
Yeah, that's where he lives, Yellow Springs, Ohio.
That's cool.
I mean, no, that's where Paul's family is?
Oh, no, Paul's like Dayton area, but I was saying Dave Chappelle in Yellow Springs with Yellow Springs Brewery and stuff. So
yeah, there's a couple of breweries in Yellow Springs, like 3 or 4.
Not far from Athens either with Jackie O's. So
yeah, I hate Paul.
Yeah, he should have been bringing you lots of good beers from that area.
I tried to get him on the show tonight, but I don't know what he's doing. I know he threw his back out real bad this week, so he's been trying to rest that up. And his son's birthday's tomorrow, so they're throwing a bit of a bash. So he's probably laying low tonight.
Well, you gotta let him know. You gotta let him know he's too old to be twerking still. So
he's Filipino. He doesn't know what age is.
He does. He just goes after it. Yeah. So. He probably had more Malort and got crazy again. Yeah. But
that stuff's gross.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. But
maybe Shane gave him some of the Underbergs I sent.
Oh God.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. I haven't seen Shane, and we're like, we live 20 minutes apart. I haven't seen him in months. Our schedules just don't line up, right? Because he's off Wednesday, Thursday.
Because I think he's working Fridays again, right? So
yeah, he's back there. Yeah, he was working Thursday. Yeah, he was off Thursday, Friday.
But now he's working on Fridays.
But now he's working Fridays again. He's off Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Friday, or something. I have no idea. But yeah, I got to get together with him. I've got some stuff I want to chat with him about and get some more collab stuff going because we're close by. There's no reason why we shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, I think it was just so funny when with him, really you as well, find out how close you guys were off the tent and you guys had never met before.
Right. It's funny because Chris is even closer to me than Shane is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Chris literally lives 8 minutes from my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's funny because after meeting him last summer, I've run into him 7 times this summer, just out doing stuff. So
that's good stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. Chris is a cool dude. He's definitely interesting. He's got a really cool perspective on stuff, and he's always fun to hang out with. So
yeah, he's a good guy. I know he's doing some different things away from beer right now. So
yep.
Power to him on that as well. But again, that's where we talked about earlier. You got to make sure you're keeping that balance you need to keep. So
yeah, I've slowed down a lot. We're not young anymore.
Right. Unfortunately, but we feel like we can still go. Our mind says we can go. Our body says, no.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that saying? My mind thinks I'm 29. My humor suggests I might be 12, but my body looks like it died sometime in the Second World War.
Yeah. It was funny. We came back to Ohio and we had bought the house we're in now back in April. And on the side of the house, so outside of the office, there's actually a basketball rim. So I got a basketball, just kind of shoot and kind of get some exercise in and stuff like that. And I'm looking at it I could probably still dunk, right? Because I could dunk back in the day. And I'm I try to go for no, I'm not getting back up there anymore.
Old man can't dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I went back to you guys. I think you guys are aware. I love curling, and I've been curling for about 8 or 9 years now. And we,
you too, JT. By the way, great having you, brother.
Cheers, JT, buddy.
Cheers.
But so I went back. We're into week 3. I went out week 1, all was good. Week 2, I had thrown my back out early in the week, so I couldn't go out. This past Tuesday was week 3. Buddy of mine calls. He's like, "Hey, can you spare for our team?" "Sure, I'll play 2 games in one night." Well, Wednesday morning was not fun. So,
right.
Yeah, I had to go. I leave. Coming when I go into my office, I go. In the main door, up the elevator. I had to use the elevator. I use the stairs most of the time, but had to use the elevator Wednesday morning. Always use the stairs to come down because it's good for the lymph node system. You bounce down the stairs, good, gets the blood flowing. Well, I had to walk down the stairs backwards.
Oh,
my hamstrings, my calves were so tight, I could not walk down the stairs frontwards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
but it's funny. I get up some mornings and it's you sleep a certain way and your body aches a certain way. And it's I'll get up out of bed, start walking, and she's like, "Why are you walking like that?" I'm like, "I'm fucking old. That's why I'm walking like
exactly. 100%. But anyways, guys, I gotta follow JT's lead. I gotta get out of here. I've got
I was gonna say we're about to sign off. We're gonna sign off.
I gotta get out of here too. I got a flight to catch in a couple hours.
Yeah. So we're gonna sign off here. So thanks for everybody that tuned in, and safe travels to our buddy Ginger here on the plane tomorrow, and no extra delays or things like that happening. And
fingers crossed. Thanks for having me.
You look forward to the beer reviews from the road. And Ray, great to have you as well. Look forward to see you guys, you and Paul, and stuff going on. So make sure anybody that's still here, 1, God bless you for still being here, but 2, make sure if you haven't checked out these guys' channels, to check them out as well. And then make sure to check out Dave from Dave's TV too. And a lot of good people doing a lot of good stuff around beer. But we're going to sign off here, and that's going to be that. We'll look forward to catching up with you guys on the next one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Cheers.